Malta by Night. With me I have my players, Miles, Frank, Athena, Mumbles, and Tatyana. In our last episode, which has been a while now, we saw a gathering of these individuals to come up with a solution as their Baron has gone up in flames and turned into ashes. And there was a discussion with Frank and, well, all of these guys to see who will take the position of Baron, where Mumbles stepped in and she said, I am now the Baronessa of Pieta. To which everyone was like, okay, that's cool, power play, but what are we going to do with St Julians? Just like, I'll take St Julians too. That's long.
Together.
That's long.
And then we said the council.
Ah, yes, and then there was a council situation. To which everyone
Because
received a
that's
text message just before their phones went dead, as in no reception. Zhang Zwain. Tatyana, however, received an additional message in Russian from her sire. When she tries to call, he would not pick up. Using Athena's phone, he simply repeated Zhang Zwain and cut, and then the phone lines went dead. The fire alarm went off inside the hotel and they ran as they knew that they had 30 minutes until sunlight comes up. Rushing out of the garage inside Frank's car thanks to Athena's driving skills. In the far corners of the garage, a hooded figure with a beard and shabby hair and yellow eyes comes to view. Frank sees him and makes a note of it as Tatyana freaks out and wants to make out of the car. Thanks to Mumbles putting her in her pocket as she turns into bat form, they arrive at Athena's place. They quickly rush up as the sun comes up into Athena's apartment, and we shall continue the session from here. Ladies and gentlemen, Malta by Night.
So, are we sleep or are we going to go to sleep? I mean,
We will be going to sleep because it's like we had like the sun coming up on us. So we're collapsing into torpor.
Oh yeah, and by the
What I
way, we
remember from
have
last time.
what's his name, Staked, right?
Yes, Sebastian.
Yes,
Sebastian
We
Staked.
got Sebastian staked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sebastian is staked.
Sebastian
We put him in the trunk.
Right?
it's still in the truck.
My sire,
We took
we shoved him in the
upstairs,
trunk of the
so-
car and then took him upstairs. Yes.
So you all decide, sun is rising, you all kind of make yourselves comfortable as best as possible into Athena's humble abode, which you've already been here, most of you. And therefore you wake up to another night. Everyone, give me a rouse check.
And I forgot how to do this.
It's one red die, 1d10, and if it's a 6 or better, you do not get hungry.
Or if you want to do it from the sheet, you open the sheet where under you have hunger, you have a little dice and a rouse check. You can just click that button.
I succeeded.
Oh, right.
I failed.
Ooh!
Athena's hunger goes up by 1
no.
at 2 hunger.
My hunger went up to 4.
Oh, that's not good, Miles. You're not having a good time. You're slippery
Man.
slope, man.
Man, the beast.
Miles needs a Snickers.
The beast is like,
It's a Snickers.
let me out.
Oh! Close the door. Shuts the metal doors in the back.
To be fair, in all, this is like episode 10, right? So
Yeah.
all of it, we just see Miles being, constantly hammered down. Like this is
Fighting the beast.
the beast is clearly talking
I
here.
feel like the beast really likes Miles. He really wants to come out and play. We'll see how long that's going to last.
And Frank is always, here you go, here you go.
Alright, Frank, did you give us a rouse check?
Yes, I failed.
You failed as well.
Hunger 2.
Hunger 2. Ooh, okay.
This hunger
So you all wake up, you see Miles not so okay. However, I will leave the role of I'll leave the floor to roleplay for you guys.
So what I remember, or what me and Elena discussed, is because Tatyana was still in bat form and she had her in her pocket. Mumbles kind of just
Yeah.
went asleep, just like crashing on the couch, going. Ugh.
Yeah,
Because
so
her
like
and
one.
Milena are both like humanity 6, so they like crash first than others who
Mhm.
have higher humanity.
Yes, but at some moment I'm just accidentally transformed back to my humanoid form, but
Yeah.
Oh god,
I'm
it's
not
gonna be one of
awake
those
anymore.
moments where you're gonna sleep hugging each other and you're gonna wake up, go like. Alright.
Yeah, so I
going
think
on
they're
here?
kind of like entangled like this.
No,
Mumbles
it's
will
like
kind
this.
of
Yes.
wake up like kind of like
Yeah.
wait. It's like,
So, alright.
Really unique. It's like, oh, I'm
Kinda.
sorry. I don't remember how this happened.
That's
Why
okay.
we're hugging each other right now, actually?
Well, first I put you in my pocket, then I fell asleep. So you were
Oh
probably
shit! Where is
Yeah.
he? I need to find him as fast as possible. Are you
Yeah.
coming with me?
Well, let's just take a fake breath first before we do anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, maybe a bit of strategy now. I'm a bit more, in my mind.
Yeah,
But-
because what happened in the car, that can't happen again.
I hope it won't happen again because now I'm trying to calm myself with this. But still, this
You're
is the
worried.
first thing I need to do.
I get
I'm
it.
worried, but at least I am, mentally stable as much as possible for me right now. So I'm sorry for this breakdown, but I hope you can imagine how it feels like living for a few years, knowing your Sire is dead for like 100%, and now just realizing that he's stalking you and your new friends for some reasons that you don't understand, and for some reason he didn't appear before, talking to his child like, oh hey, here, don't worry, I'm alive, which is so low, to be honest.
Yeah. There's something bigger going on. We'll find out what. We're not gonna find out just rushing headlong into things. Now, please get off together.
Oh, I already get off actually because I'm fall from the couch when we were hugging each other, just like, oh fuck, why we're
Yeah.
together. So now I'm just actually in the ground and talking to you. This
Get
way.
up, stretch, looks around,
So,
sees who else is awake.
Where are the
Oh.
others?
so I just laid on the floor, like, I imagine, Tatyana, is like the floor carpeted perchance?
Actually, I was going to say Athena would be the best host possible. So there's 3 bedrooms in the penthouse.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So one of them is obviously Athena's. The other bedrooms technically belong to, one is Henri's and one is Sapphire's, but Athena being Athena, she would take Henri and Sapphire into her room for the night, and she'd give one to Frank and one to Miles. Mumbles and Bat Tatyana would have passed out on the couch
On the
before
couch,
she'd had
yeah.
a chance, I think.
Alright. So, I'm coming out of the bedroom, looking pale as fuck and, like, grabbing my chest.
Okay. I need to
Fine.
check my reception because we had a problem with reception yesterday.
Yes?
Yeah, yesterday.
You have hunger too. That's your priority.
But I need to phone a little. We need to have a little vessels over here. You know what I mean? I mean, my boy here is very hungry.
You see that your bars on your phone have replenished.
Nice.
With regards to, sorry to interrupt, but with regards to Athena's hunger, she would have taken a little from Henri, a little from Sapphire. She's good.
I should imagine. Yeah. Like,
It pays to have 2 lovers readily available.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means if you did feed on them as you woken up, kind of your breakfast, you can go ahead and slash your hunger down by 1. So your hunger is from 2 goes down to 1.
Yeah, I would mind something to eat as well.
I think you'll need nothing.
I did once
Sorry
in
about
an I did once in an earlier game make a reference to there being a fridge of a few, not too much, but a few blood bags. So those are available as well.
That's okay. Could I take some? Just the beast does not get me tonight.
Of course. Jeffrey! Get some blood bags for our friend here.
Oh, I've seen you've awakened. Of course, madam. As he goes to the refrigerator. How many blood bags would that be?
Miles?
2 will suffice.
2 it is.
2, please, Jeffrey.
I don't want to take too much. Thanks.
You hear the refrigerator door open and slam shut in a minute. And you hear shuffling inside the kitchen area, and he comes out with a silver platter with a glass and 2 blood bags kind of sitting adjacent to each other, and he presents it to you.
I just need the bags, thanks. He takes the bags, he just puts, he moves away the silver tray, don't need the glass, thanks.
He looks a bit offended, and he remarks, and says, not much of class, I see. Looks
Jeffrey.
over to Athena.
He gives him a look, he gives him sort of a hard stare right now, like, I don't want to deal with this shit. So, and he just pops open
Ignore
one of the...
Ignore him, Miles. He's used to serving, royalty.
I understand,
Ending,
no worries.
but very little difference.
Apologies then for any misunderstandings.
Her domain is her own concern, Miles. You should be a little bit more.
Miles drinks so hard the blood bag that he keels over.
It's over.
Mala.
Yeah, so he popped the blood back, so that's 2 blood points, so that's 2 hunger satiated.
Right, so whilst we wait for takeout, let's talk. We got interrupted.
So I guess we gather together somewhere in the living room or something?
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
say so.
How does it look like?
So, okay. So when you enter, I put some thought into this, so bear with me. When you enter Athena's apartment, it's a large black wooden double door. And when you walk in, and on one side on your right, there is the living room. And the living room is 2 3-seater sofas with a coffee table in between, and on the wall, on the farther wall, there's a fireplace with a TV hanging above it. On the left, there's the kitchen, and there's a fancy dining area. Walking in further, there is an office and then a corridor where 2 of the 3 bedrooms and the bathroom are laid out, and then on the far end of the corridor is the master bedroom, and Athena has an ensuite, but that's not necessary to know at this point, but I'm just throwing it out there. So yes, you've got 2 3-seater sofas. There's an armchair or 2 as well. You've got 2 3-seater sofas, a coffee table, and there's a fireplace and a television. And it's carpeted, yes. I didn't answer Miles' question.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
I would like to take a look outside the window to see if there is anyone observing us that I should be aware of, given my state of paranoia at the moment.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
will...
Give me a
Alright.
awareness.
While he's doing that, I will inspect just the insides. I'm just going to turn on Sense the Unseen to see if there's any invisible uninvited guests. That's
I'm
okay.
just crossing my hands and, look very worried. Thinking too much.
So with an awareness and resolve, Frank, what do we get?
We get a messy. We get a 10 on a red die, which is like and a 6. So
Okay. So as you survey
Kind of-
the outside, you don't actually notice anything in particular. Miles, who kind of just comes close to you and views out.
I'm more viewing inside, not outside.
Okay.
So I'm just want to make my own roll. Sense the unseen inside. I mean, you can make me
Sure.
roll if you think there's no one. All right. So that is I'm rolling.
Um,
With an aspect.
One small note for Frank: you would have to pull back the blackout curtains from the very large windows.
no worries. And I would.
I put a lot of thought in this place.
I'm sure you have.
Just one success.
With one success, you don't notice anyone in the vicinity.
All right.
So yeah, you feel comfortable. You seem to have a breather moment from any activity. Although there is one annoying individual that's still staked. Where is he being held, Athena?
She's put him in the corner and instructed Jeffrey to put an old lampshade over his head.
Alright.
She doesn't want to look at his face.
Fair.
Right. So now that we're all comfortable,
Why we are keeping this body? Why we can't just finish him? I'm pointing at
Because we cannot
Sebastian.
destroy without the authority of the elder unless we become the elders. So
As far as I understood, we are the authority here. At least from the last night.
we at least need to see if he knows something about the others, because he clearly knows something. He had dragon breath rounds, which I've acquired, by the way. I would have imagined that either Miles or myself would have confiscated. And we can also send him to Lore as a bit of a consolation prize.
Oh, so torture then. Okay, that's fine.
Like having him there, he makes a good lamp.
well, since
Information.
if you don't mind me saying so, Frank, since he's Athena's sire and he's had some sort of maddening obsession with her, the idea of putting him back onto the playground seems like a bad idea.
A very bad idea.
Depends how you do it. Dawn, if I may, because this is, I didn't want to meta, but basically Frank wants to know, and you can't really ask Athena this, like, did he, this is very, this is one of those delicate questions. Would I mean, my character is suspecting that Sebastian possibly would have blood bonded Athena to some extent, but we do not know. And whilst the Malkavians do have a sense of knowing, some Malkavians have a sense of knowing if there's a blood bond, I'm not one of those as such, to my knowledge. So I don't think they are. But blood bonds can be a very complicated business. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why we need Laura, who may know someone else. And
I mean, this is something I can't give you a direct answer, yes or no, right?
absolutely fair enough.
But if this is what Frank is thinking at the moment, if he doesn't express this to the group as to why, I think Mumbles' statement stands legit at this point. Putting him back on the, what it looks like from their perspective is putting him back on the board. So it's up to you.
The board, he won't be comfortable where he is. He's staked. He'll be secured, and there'll be an interrogation of sorts. Of that I can assure you. I've been the witness of such interrogations many times before.
I guess
And-
it depends on what Athena wants.
Obviously.
I don't care either way.
He can have some information. He certainly revealed as much when he was at the location at Gargoul. He certainly knew something about Tatyana's sire, she got excited about it and he told her to back off and seek psychological help. So, information.
We lost Tatyana. Hold on.
Hey,
He's dying sometimes because of this, so there could be some problems. If I disappear, just ignore it. I will connect just in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Sorry for
Yeah.
this.
No worries.
No worries. Internet issues.
Not laptop issues, but yeah.
Sorry.
Let's continue.
My bad.
so how are you feeling about the continued state and perhaps some interrogation? It seems,
Of
it
Sebastian?
seems at least to what Frank is saying that he knows something about your sire and this whole affair with the sunblock and the crystals.
Then it makes lots of sense to torture and get some information from him. I'm totally in. The question, as far as I understood, is only how to keep him restrained, and that's it. Because he's
That's a relatively simple procedure. For one thing, you have to blindfold him so he can't use presence. He will use auspex, but he cannot see. But he cannot intimidate in the usual manner. For one. Then again, Nora may have other... You would know something, Miles, wouldn't you? I mean, you would have some knowledge at least of rituals that you guys use. Possibly.
I am not a ritual master, unlike the other Tremiers, but I can at least offer the basics of interrogation, or at least holding a vampire down, holding a kindred down. Chains, heavy chains, just to make sure they don't have any potence of such. So, I don't know if Athena, you have some of that around.
If I don't have them laying around, I'll just have Jeffrey fetch some.
Good. Heavy chains, something that even like maybe Mumbles would struggle with, for example. Blindfold him, as you said, so he doesn't see or dominate us by will. Let's see. Those are really the basics, honestly, that keep him.
In your experience, Athena, what is the discipline spread to your knowledge? Would you
Sorry,
know
could you repeat that? I didn't hear it properly.
Given that you know the individual the most, what are his modus operandi of getting around with disciplines? Does he have anything we should be aware of? Any particular combination of power that we may not know of because we're not of your clan? So enlighten us if you know, of course.
I refer to storyteller.
So, your sire has a set of skills which are quite advanced. Some of which he's bragged about in the past when you were with him. However, you've never really seen them in action. So, there is that. However, despite that you think it's all talk, perhaps, you are still wary that at this point in time that they might be true. What these powers consist of exactly, you're not quite sure.
Okay.
I know it's vague, unfortunately, but again, I'm trying to put you in the mindset of how vague you are gonna feel about it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well,
pierce his legs and arms with stakes, just to restrain him. Just in case.
I mean, to be fair, as far as he knows I'm his friend. So we can always use that to our advantage. But obviously, I cannot do that and I mean this with the greatest respect to you guys, but you are not clearly his friends. And he will be very apprehensive. However,
You
if you
do.
were to meet myself and maybe who's that guy you talked about, Miles, the White, Mr. White?
Matthew.
The White
Matthew White.
could be interested as well. And
You
options.
do realize that while he's staked back there, he can still hear and see everything. Yeah.
Oops.
Well, if he has such powers, he would. Yes.
Well,
To
still,
be honest, it is up to you. Really, I don't care much, but any possible information in regards to this business, I don't think it's well worth the risk if Athena's already worried about what he can do.
he had a.
But it is up to you.
I mean, I can always deliver him to some trustworthy person.
Did we check? Do we check what he had about him? Apologies, sorry to interrupt, but did we check?
We did. He had one passport, not two. And he had some cash and bullets, I think, but nothing.
Could I see the bullet? I want to check the bullets. I want to make sure if the make is either local or maybe from abroad. I want to see maybe because if you acquire dragon breath rounds,
Yes.
that's very hard to get your cousins. Now I imagine that he is a very influential, informative man. He can get stuff across easily, but just in case, he may have got some help locally.
Legitimate.
So, whoever has the bullets, could I look at them? Just want to see if the make or.
I can also propose a counter option. Because out of these two staked individuals currently, I think our dear ex-Baron is the one more in the know about these affairs.
He's not staked, he's ashed.
He's dead.
He's super dead.
And you know this better than me. Exactly how? Were you
He was
there?
dead.
Oh, we were
Was it
all
pile of
there.
ash?
It was a pile of ashes. The Baron. Which Baron were we talking about?
The Baron of Pieta.
Oh, sorry.
Mark.
Baron. We were talking about the Baron of St Julian.
Yes.
Not Mark.
No, Pieta.
Well, you have to be specific. No, we do not know if he was ashed. And he's a La Sombra, so it's never what it seems.
Do you have him under your custody, I imagine?
Yes, I showed you. I can show you again. Mumbles pulls out the picture of the.
Ah, too good.
Which one? Remind us. You had the one with Mark, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has Mark. Yeah, she managed to get Mark.
Yeah, so Mark was temporarily the Baron of Pieta, and with the help of the Camarilla, she managed to capture him, and he will be judged according to the Camarilla laws. So she's thinking that, if we're gonna get any information, it will be better information coming from Mark, and he's also not really a risk as to where Sebastian. That's what she's proposing, yeah. A counter offer.
Counter offer, like offer Sebastian to the Camarilla?
No, like we're gonna get information from Mark, but we'll have to ask the Camarilla for help. Or we take a huge risk by unstaking this dude and trying to get information maybe that he doesn't even have. That's what she's saying.
Yes, that's not a bad idea, but I have a better one which builds on your idea.
No.
You had Miles, you had some history with Mr. White. You had some boon you had something which could easily be exchanged with a little bit of help, and I think this is one opportunity you have to amend it. What about you offer the Baron Sebastian to Mr. White as a token of goodwill?
As someone who is Sabbat, right?
Who was Sabbat, right?
No,
Sebastian.
Sebastian announced he was Sabbat, or at least it was told that he is Sabbat, based from inner circles.
Yes.
Which the Camarilla would. I mean, The camera will be very interested in a former Sabbat. It means more cleaning for them. But
like this idea.
Do you know anything about his any specifics about his Sabbath days? I wouldn't have any.
I don't think any of us know about our Sabbat days.
Do you know anything about this, Athena?
All I know about Alistair, which is his real name, by the way. I don't know where he got Sebastian from. Is that he thinks he can do what he wants when he wants without consequence. And he's been like that, well, ever since I've known him.
That's very high clan of your clan in particular, but okay, well, that's... So arrogance is his MO?
Very much so. Now, I would not be surprised if he went Sabbat after I ran away. I would absolutely not be surprised at all, because from the little that I know of him after I ran away, he was... Well, the word inconsolable was told to me, but I don't believe it.
Oh, he's clearly obsessed with you.
Very much so.
He even cried about you. I found it a little bit unnerving, given he had black dragon's breath charms in one hand and, you know, sobby teenager tears on the other. I must
That's very much... That's very much Alistair when he doesn't get what he wants. Boo-hoo, woe is me. I'm a rich royal aristocrat who can't have what he wants.
So, Athena, would you be fine with trading Alistair then to the Camarilla for information? Or would that be an issue since you have lots of bone to pick with Alistair?
I stopped worrying about Alistair years ago. I only thought it again now because, well, he's in my fucking living room.
With a hat
Came
on.
to my fucking living room, but I sorted that out.
With a lampshade on, but that was my doing.
Shakun Songu.
Wow. This trade is something that I can arrange. Now on to the next point of our agenda, speaking about sires.
Might I mention something a little
Go
personal? Mumbles, as you know, I had a bit of a spat with the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the consequences of that was that I was no longer a foot in Valletta.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. My family is from Valletta. Where
Yeah, why did you stop this way?
after I came back, Sliema was I
You're lagging quite badly, B. Sorry.
really
Can
know
hear you a lot.
that I was still alive and that I had become what I became. Well, I had to protect the Masquerade. That's everyone's job. However, I may have towed the line. I would sometimes, every so often, go to Valletta in the darkness, in the dead of night, just to look into my family and their descendants. You know, nieces, nephews, that sort of thing. After my spat with the Camarilla, I was not able to do that. I didn't dare take the risk. I'm wondering if maybe maybe a trade for Alistair could come with an allowance for 1 night a month, perhaps, where I would be able to go into Valletta just to check in on my family.
Don't tell them that
Sounds
you have
good.
family over there, because they will use that against you.
They already know.
But
No.
probably too, but who knows?
I doubt your visit with the prince was talking about the birds and the bees.
But there are always consequences.
The prince offered me a position in the Camarilla, and well,
Didn't end well.
my family being there is my blood family being there is one of the reasons why I even considered it. But
Rightly so.
Why can't you just transfer your family to other part of Malta where someone else controlling it?
how can I do that without telling them who I am and what I am?
Well, you
I
can
even
always arrange
changed-
a meeting.
I even changed my name.
Absolutely.
My last name is not Vela.
And Frank smiles. Alright. Why? We're comfortable in this era. We have Facebook, we have communications. You could maybe
What's going on again?
have one of your friends over here, the delectable ones, contact them and just browse at least on social media or through the grapevine to see how they are. You could also make an arrangement, but then I'll have to alter a little bit of their memory just to keep them safe and us safe. It's a very hateful process, but that's what I tend
I
to
think
do.
it's a good idea, Athena, but he'll need to be useful. So if we're going to present him, we need to present him as something that they want. That's the issue.
Well, that's
Understand.
very good. And Frank,
I understand. And ultimately, if it's not successful, then fine.
We'll figure
I
out
was
another
just-
way. We'll figure out something.
Think
But yeah, just because this is bothering me. Mom is gonna stand up. She's just gonna like see if she can find something to plug Alistair's ears with, because she's like
he
thinking
would have no
constantly.
specs. It's Manashkam. It's. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's why we need to deliver.
Oh,
him,
you
but
know
as long
what?
as he's
You
safe,
know
he's
what?
okay.
If you say that out of character, she's like, Mumbles gets an idea. Remember when I was trying not to have you eavesdrop on my conversation? I'm gonna do that again. Mumbles is gonna lift him up, take him into the bathroom, flop him in the tub, put the water
Okay.
on, close the door.
Put some
then
music
if-
on. That's good because he'll be confused with the music.
Because
Nice.
with the water, like if he's got aspects on, like all he's gonna hear is just loud water.
And Frank is approves of this.
before
Right.
before we
I'll have
proceed
to-
with. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll have to bribe Malta again, but okay.
Well,
What?
then let's
Driving
make-
Malta.
So
Let's
that I
make it
don't
quick then,
so
shall
that I
we?
don't have a high bill. I'm rich, not crazy.
Well, in any
Yeah,
case,
but you're bribing them, you're giving them money anyway, so it's not like your friends do not have bubble butts every once in a while.
Then let's
You can
make this
always use
snappy,
music.
shall we?
well, in any case, so we have other stuff also to do. We have to deal with Sir
Yes.
with
Tatyana, Sire.
Tatyana Sire. We have to deal with what to do with Mark. Yes, he's captured, but
In fact, can one of you, or actually I can do it myself, Bumbles is gonna open her phone, check if it's working, and then see if there's any news about like the building having burned down? Or any news
Alright,
like
yeah.
regarding it?
Can someone put the money on my phone, please? Because my sire texted me again, and I can text him back and call, apparently.
what he's saying. As Mumbles is like tapping away.
You mean top up your phone?
He texted to my smartphone. I'm just showing you, but it's in Russian. You don't understand. It means it's rude not to pay your debt. I don't know what he has on his mind. This piece of Sire. So please, I give you my number. So if anyone can put just, I don't know how much, 5 or 10 euros.
It's only
How much
10
do
5-10 euros is the lowest. It looks like Athena will take care of that.
Yeah, just show her how to do it so
Thank
she doesn't
you.
have to
Yeah.
ask you next time.
Yes, please. I didn't use all these devices for a while because I was afraid, but
No
now
worries.
all the nightmares are coming after me. So
Don. So I asked Don. Sorry, apologies. I asked for the dragon bullets. Could I check their making to see if like are they locally made or are they made from abroad, and would I know like how someone could get locally in Malta perchance? So just to do a quick check.
So if you have, give me either science or technology plus resolve.
I have technology at 2 dots, resolve of 3, so that's 5 days.
Yep.
Okay. I may help with
In the case
sense
for Mumbles, there's no news about any fire in the Intercontinental, so must have been a false alarm from what you gather.
from. What's your sire's name again?
mine,
Mikhail, yes.
Mikhail, yeah.
Mikhail. Well, it's different in Russian, but it doesn't matter. Apparently, he's using this name. Is there any possibility of tracking the location using the phone number? I'm not good on it, but
Miles
you are
tends
private
to
investigators. You should know.
Miles tends to be good with that, but I think he'll be using burner phones as well, so he'll be moving.
Miles, do you know if it's possible?
1 moment.
So as you examine the
Apologies.
bullets, Miles, if these are the bullets that you are examining that you took off Alistair, aka Sebastian,
Yeah,
you notice that they're American made.
American made. All right.
So he must have
So you-
imported them with him.
That's important with them. All right. Any idea I would have known where one could get dragon bat rounds locally,
Locally,
or is that like difficult? That's like very
Well,
difficult. I met
you
Which
know of
street
one
lies?
person who might help you,
who?
the Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So I'm thinking through. Apologies, I'm just looking at these bullets. He imported them, that's for sure. All right, so dragon bat rounds important for America, so that ends that clue there. In terms of your question, I mean, I could try to check. I don't know if I have my equipment with me though to do a tracking, but if he's got burner phones and such, it's going to be hard to trace because he might make the call, message, discard the phone. You can just buy a next phone, use it once, get it away. So
If we will have a few numbers,
think
maybe we
my-
will have some, system. Maybe he has a system of buying these numbers somehow in one point, in one location. I don't know how it works, but maybe there is some strategy or something.
I can try to route something like that. No worries. I'll see if I have my equipment. I'll have to check my equipment. Don, I don't think like any equipment with like tracking phones. I would have them on me. I imagine they're back at my place.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say, all right. I would have them back at my place. My gear would be there to do what you're asking for, but we have to go back to my place. And to be fair, knowing that now we're targets, my place may be a bit unsafe. So if you want me to do that, I will need backup.
That's fine.
I just want to clarify.
can do
So
that.
someone topped up Tatyana's phone, right?
I did.
Okay. Cool.
Thanks a lot. Now I can text him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
You
Mumbles
should have-
will
You should have a sufficient amount. I went a bit overboard, but if you're texting an international number, then you'll need it.
Well, the number prefix is +39, so
Okay, no, it's Maltese, so it's all good. There is nothing good about it, but yeah.
No, +39 is not Maltese. Maltese is +356.
356. Wait.
39 is the
35
difference.
What? Italy?
356 is Malta. 39 is Italy, I think. I think.
And this is 335. You said?
356.
39.
So
Is the
Malta's-
Or my side.
So Malta's-
Plus 39.
Yeah.
Plus 39 is Italy. Malta is
Okay.
plus 356.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I remember
Mom.
Malta. No, it's okay, but this number starts with 39 or 35.
39.
Okay.
So okay, this Italy. So will I have enough money to taxi back to Italy?
Definitely.
Okay.
So
You have
Mumbles
enough-
is gonna share.
You
with
have
the
enough
group.
money to text him in Siberia, darling.
So Mumbles is gonna.
our... Continue.
Sorry. So Mumbles is gonna say, I've just looked. There was no fire at the hotel.
Of course there
Or
wasn't.
if
He probably is at the hotel, taking over the Baron's office.
then we
What
best
do you
make sure once we've talked everything through properly and make a plan.
Mhm. I wanted to
So-
ask. Sorry, apologies.
So, whilst he's been annoying, certainly unnerving, he's playing a game with us, and before that game is finished, I don't think he's going to do anything drastic.
What
do you guys
makes
think?
We had werewolves telling us that they need to get rid of him and offering us deals to tell us where he is. Tatyana had no idea whatsoever. Now,
Werewolves?
yes.
The intercom rings.
Jeffrey, the door. Make sure you see who it is through the camera.
It's the police, ma'am. I see
The
three, ma'am.
I look at Mumbles and just obfuscate. Probably getting hungrier, yes. Fuck it.
Allow.
I'm also
Me.
trying to hide somewhere, not to, get some attention.
I step up. Stand up. Over to the intercom. I pick up the phone. Yes. Hello.
We have a report that there's some disturbance. Can we come inside, please?
Disturbance.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean.
We'll explain everything when we're up there. Can you please let us in? We have a warrant, as he kind of lifts a paper up in front of the intercom.
Of course, officer. One moment, please.
What's going on?
They have
Yeah.
a warrant. Act natural and let me handle this.
Wait,
She-
Yeah.
Buzzes-
So how many stories up are we?
It's the top floor of us.
It's the
I mean,
penthouse.
it's the
Yeah.
penthouse
So
of the
Mumbles is
high-rise.
going to go back into the bathroom. She's going to grab Alistair, and she's gonna probably make her way in because there's cameras there as well, probably in the stairwell.
I can do, but even if I do it, there'll be Alistair visible because
They
I
just
can't
need
make
to
him
not go in the
invisible.
bathroom. I think
Um,
Mumbles is just going to because
Okay.
it's gonna
I'm
be
following.
suspicious as everybody is there, so she's just gonna hide in the bathroom and stay with and turn off the water.
No. I have an idea. She buzzes them up and clicks the phone, and they'll take the elevator. It will take a while. Mumbles, go to the bathroom. Keep the water running. You're
I am.
taking a shower.
Shower. Yeah.
as long as they don't disrupt it, yeah.
I will. I've obfuscated, so I'll probably be close to the bathroom just to put forgetful mind on the.
You want me to
just in
say-
case.
Tatyana, you're fine with me hiding or staying with you. I've dealt with police. It's my day. It's my job.
It might help.
Stay. But please act natural.
Of course,
And
no worries.
Don't eat them.
Don't worry. I've satiated my hunger thanks to your generosity.
You hear the
Tatyana,
knocking at
are
the
you
door.
gonna-
Okay, I can go to the toilet then if you have separate bathroom. and toilet.
Mumbles will just come with me.
Okay.
So we have Frank, Mumbles, and Tatyana coming together.
No,
think-
Mumbles and Tatyana are going to go in the bathroom and they're having a shower, quote
Okay.
unquote.
The
I'll be
knocking
me a
persistent.
They will not. They will not know I'm there. And
Give me a second, guys. I'm checking something.
No worries.
Unless you're actually taking a shower.
No. Because
it's a
You're
fake
not,
shower.
like...
It's a fake shower.
yeah.
If it's okay, Don, I have my pocket knife under my sleeve. Just in
Okay.
case.
Something about acting, Nashville?
I'm just sitting on the couch, yeah.
So, Athena goes over, opens the door, or I go over and open the door, and immediately I cast awe.
Okay.
Damn. Ilek biex tamela. You needed this.
Very much so. Hello, officer. What seems to be the problem?
There was a disturbance. It was reported last night. Unfortunately, we tried all day to contact you, but no one would answer. So we're trying tonight again. There's a vehicle, and they saw you and another 5 individuals come out of it with someone over someone's shoulder. Is it okay if we come to... Well, we have a warrant. Can we look around, please?
Oh, well. Of course, if you have a warrant, by all means, but I assure you, there was nothing out of the ordinary.
We'll get to see that. Thank you. He kind of forces himself between whatever space there is between you and the door.
Oh no, she stepped aside.
Okay, so all 3 of them walk in.
So I'm on the couch right now, just sort of sitting, and he kind of looks back to the officers. No. What's happening?
Jeffrey, be a dear and bring these officers some nice cold water. I'm
That
sure they're
won't be
dreadfully
necessary.
tired.
We're just... Can you just show us to your private facilities, your bedroom, kitchen?
Of course, please
Thank you.
follow me. So she starts with the bedrooms for Sapphire and Henri,
Okay.
because those are empty.
They start
Do
looking
forgive-
into, looking under the bed, looking into the wardrobes, leaving them all open, kind of going through the stuff, looking underneath any visible space where a human can fit.
As they're
They look at
checking,
each other, shrug. Yeah.
as they're checking, could I check their gears, like just to see like what they have on them? Anything suspicious?
So they have a regular pistol, which they carry on them. They have the spray and handcuffs on their belt. They clearly also have a body cam on them, and that's what you've noticed from their gear.
I got you. So nothing strange. Like the police,
No.
the uniforms aren't fake. No. All right.
They look legit.
All right. Got you.
All right. So this one looks okay to us. Can we check the other places, please?
Of course, she takes them to Henri's room, but I think I covered that already. Do forgive me, I do have some guests staying over, and 2 of them have been dreadfully tired from their activities, so they're asleep. I also have a friend who's taking a shower at the moment, so I'm afraid,
Okay.
for the sake of her privacy, I cannot take you to the bathroom.
So how many people do you account for in this household, please? Including yourself?
8.
8 people. Okay. So they walk into the bedroom. Who's asleep in here? Or pretending to be asleep?
Henri and Sapphire.
Okay. So they walk around. They're not trying to be quiet. They don't care. They're looking around. They quickly peek under the beds to check that there's alive. Sapphire kind of looks up, going like, "The fuck."
It's okay, darling. Just go back to bed.
Okay. They're looking around. They're going through everything. Okay. So can we check and inspect the rest of the house, if that's okay?
Yes, of course. She takes them to the kitchen, to the dining area. She shows them her office, because there's the office.
One of them, you notice in the kitchen, is gonna open the refrigerator.
Oh, please don't open that. I'm so sorry. It's not working, and there's some food in there. If you open it, it's going to go bad.
roll me.
I did use all.
We have a +3 on persuasion.
Yeah, you have a persuasion and charisma.
And I used all, and I have 3 presents. I have persuasion and charisma.
Roll it.
You know, with the recent power cuts, the food in the fridge went bad. Don't open it.
Yes,
it smells.
exactly, of course.
Reasonably.
He gives you an eye as you see him tighten his grip around the refrigerator handle, and then he lets loose. Okay. Starts looking around. Okay, ma'am. I just need to know where you were last night, and why is there a vehicle with a broken window behind the driver's seat?
Oh, I was gonna. Sorry, Dawn. I was going to address that. At some point, I was trying to find the right opportunity, but I don't want to ruin the story, so it's okay.
No, we just have to go with it.
We have to go with you.
Yeah.
The window. Yes, unfortunately, my friend was in a terrible accident, and
Let's start from where you were last night, please.
Last night we were visiting a friend of ours at the Continental, and we stayed very late into the evening. And I'm sure you're aware, the fire alarm was turned on, and well, everybody had to evacuate. So we all came back here. However,
What time was this, please?
oh, we came quite early this morning.
What time were you at the Intercontinental?
Oh, all night.
All night. Okay. And you were in a room. Where were you in Intercontinental? Something that we can cross-reference. A room with your name on it. Maybe you.
Oh no, it wasn't my name on it. Frank, would you mind reminding me?
Frank, or
I think you missed the part where Frank said that he obfuscated.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
you mean
Miles.
Never mind.
or you mean Miles? Miles looks up.
Miles.
Huh? What? Apologies.
What was the name on the room?
The name on the room. Apologies, don't have the foggiest idea. Must have been the drinks.
How convenient. Okay. So you were.
Sorry.
Okay. Cool. No worries. We'll check the footage at Intercontinental. No worries. So you were there all night. So if I'm looking at any point in the night, we're gonna find something of you walking by.
Well, probably in the corridors, of course, but we were in the room for most of the night.
And what time did you leave Intercontinental?
Early this morning when the fire alarm tripped.
Which was
About sunrise.
how specific?
5.
Sunrise. Okay.
5:30 a.m. maybe.
5:30. That's better. Okay. All right. And was the vehicle yours? The vehicle parked outside, is it yours?
It belongs to one of my friends.
One of your friends, okay. And you were riding when this happened?
Yes.
Okay.
When what happened? Be specific.
When the reference to the window.
Oh no. No, apparently according to my butler, somebody broke it at some point during the day. And I'm making arrangements to have it taken by a mechanic so it can be fixed.
Okay. Cool. All right. And your name will be
Athena Vella.
Athena Vella. Okay, that matches. All right. Thank you for that. We might call you in for further questioning if we need to. One of them walks over to Miles. Is like, were you with her yesterday?
Yes, I was with her yesterday.
Okay. Your name is?
Miles Kataya.
Okay. And your relation to Athena Vella?
Friends.
Friends. And do you live here?
No, I don't live here.
So you just here? Okay.
That was just.
He's my guest.
I was invited by her, so.
Okay. And were you with her all day today?
Yes, I was with her all day, all night.
Okay. And were you with her when she was in the car outside?
In regards to the car, yes, we had a bit of a hard night of drinking. Let's just say that.
Okay. So the window was an accident, you're saying?
It was. We did. I have to go by her. I don't remember the window there, but from what I remember, it was broken. It was broken when I came around, I believe. Not sure.
When you came around?
Apologies.
But when he came back this
I
evening.
came back in. It was. Look, I had a rough hangover, so still recovering from it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright, that will be all for now. Right. Thank you very much for your cooperation. You have a good evening. As all three of them leave.
Thank you very much, officers. She opens the door, lets them leave, closes the door. It pays to have friends in high places. I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
You hear like a door creak open. And you just... Mumbles just peers inside, sees that the officer's left, and pushes
Well,
it back open.
at least I didn't check the bathroom. At least, thank fuck.
Frank will go to the fridge, ask for permission.
It's like they were asking too much questions, to be honest.
See
Of
why
course they were asking too much questions.
you have to be very
Of
careful.
course. Okay.
I should have looked at the warrant a bit more, but they look like legit cops, so
Maybe
I
you
would
can-
like to follow them, see if I can go to the vehicle, maybe drive with them, or check the number plate at least, or whatever method you deem fit.
Jeffrey, could you bring me the keys, please? And Jeffrey will know what the keys are about.
He hands you whatever keys you're referring to. Frank,
Thank
if
you
you
very
want
much.
to follow them, you hear them entering the police car. So you're still in the apartment. How would you like to
Athena
Yeah.
throws Frank a set of keys, and from the keychain he can tell it's a high-end car. Pick whichever brand you want, BMW, Mercedes, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not in the best mood to drive, but I can follow. Could you accompany me, Jeffrey? And I would have drained one blood bag because I was at hunger 3, like, my god. So I'm at hunger 2 now.
Frank, the car is yours until your window is fixed, and if you want to keep it afterwards, that's up to you. Consider it peace offering.
Much obliged. And, but we still
You
have...
see Sapphire coming out, rubbing her eyes, and say, "Okay, can someone please explain what the fuck was that about?" Looking over, and she realizes, like, everyone in the room coming from different directions of the facility is like, looks over at Tatyana and is like, "You know what? Never mind. I'm going back to bed."
Don't worry about it, darling.
Never do. I never do.
Love you.
Well, if they are police, probably they'll be in the. I'll follow the car. And if
Right.
I have Jeff with me,
Can you
because
do me one favor, please, before we continue with the scene? Can you give me insight and wits?
all right. You're asking me, right?
Yeah, difficulty of 2.
Insight and wits. Okay.
In the meantime, I'm
So
looking
it's
in.
5 dice. I have 3 successes, and they're all 6. Like.
Alright. You recognize that one of the cops was the guy who actually arrested you 2 mornings ago.
Ah, shit. Of course he was. Jonathan of Mr. Shriha. I will follow him definitely. And I will motion to Mumbles. Quick, and tell her to the car as well. And I'll explain in the car. This is Mark.
She'll open the fridge, grab a bag to go, and then go with Frank. And she just said, "I guess we'll figure out the rest later or over phone. Bye."
Like,
Very
try to do where
well.
to go. Can you just tell a few words? I don't get what's going on.
Is it the cops?
Yeah. We have
Do
to
you
talk
just
later.
want to follow the
Alright.
cops? That's
Not
it?
just any cops.
You go. You two go. You two guys go. Go.
Yeah, she'll down a blood pack, toss it in the bin, and go with Frank. If that's okay with Athena, of course. And if there's still blood bags left.
There
Yes,
should be.
my God, we had really extended
So
our.
as they leave, I look at Tatyana and Tatyana. Well, those two left on their own adventure, so I believe we should go for hours. How about I check on that phone, Tatyana, see if I can track something from that phone, those phone numbers.
That would be perfect. Yes, so
Then-
I'm giving you the phone so you can have the number from which my sire was texting.
All right, I just need to get to my place. So you guys want to join me, or is it, you're going to stay here just to take care of the window, or?
Oh, Jeffrey will handle the window, won't you, Jeffrey? Jeffrey?
Shit.
This
I'm gonna-
silence is above.
I'm gonna auspex silence you if you hear any heartbeats, any mortal heartbeats around. Done.
Jeffrey? She gets up and starts looking around.
Done. Auspex.
Yep.
I'm heightened senses basically is what I'm doing. So wits resolve, which should be 7 dice.
Difficulty of 3.
6. Good lord, I got a crit success there. 6 successes.
Nice. You hear 2 human heartbeats.
Shit. Gets I motion Tatyana. 2 heartbeats.
She pulls out her.
One lower, right? You're one lower.
We're one lower, yeah. We're missing
Yeah.
one heartbeat.
Okay.
She
so
pulls
I'm
out. She pulls out her retractable sword thingy, weapon.
Okay.
I prepare my tools.
I'm gonna unseen sense to see if there's anyone invisible while we're here right now. Any invisible beings, Nosferatu's obligated.
Yes, I'll do it as well. Just
Absolutely, you have both of
So I just want to indicate
And you-
Frank left the building at this point, right?
Frank and
Yeah, with
Mumbles.
Mumbles,
With
yeah.
Mumbles,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's Athena, Miles, and Tatyana inside the apartment.
Yeah.
Miles and Athena are going to see the unseen, right?
Yep, sense the unseen.
Sense the unseen, sorry.
Yep.
Okay. And that requires a roll.
Yep. Wits aspects, or resolve aspects, whoever's higher. I'm rolling wits or with aspects.
So for
Like that.
Athena, who's aware of her apartment, has difficulty of 3. Miles, your difficulty is 4.
Got you.
what do I? Wait, how do I roll on?
You
Roll
click
20.
on the thing you want.
Okay, and what are the skills I need to use?
Resolve or wits, whichever is higher, and add aspects. So which is wit? So your wits will resolve, which is higher.
Wit.
It's on the top, like top 100 mental.
Wit. That's it.
Wits or resolve, whichever is higher.
So she's going with
Yeah,
wit.
wit.
So wits, alright? And you add your aspects ratings. What's your aspects?
1.
1. So you add your wits and aspects, and you make a roll with those two.
Difficulty. No, wait.
So you said 3.
Submit. Difficulty 3. Submit.
Just 4. No missies, no crits, just a 4.
Why didn't this not work? Am I doing it wrong?
So here's what you could do. Click on wits, the wits name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It should give you a pop-up input value.
Yeah. So
Alright.
second attribute, none.
None. Submit. Pool size modifier add 1 because you're adding your aspects of 1.
And difficulty 3.
And difficulty 3. There you go.
Woo!
Just 3 successes.
Nice. All right. So you both succeeded your checks, and as you look around into the darkest corners of this apartment, you notice that there's no one.
Not even no one, not even Alistair.
Not even
No,
Tatyana?
as in Alistair is still there. I believe
Still
Mumbles
there.
left him
In the
there.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, okay. There's no one else in the apartment outside of like the other people.
Other than the ones that you know of that are residing here, no one's hiding here.
I check everywhere, so we check everywhere. I imagine nothing, no one.
I'm checking them, trying to understand what's going on.
As you walk into I believe he would have his own quarters, no? His own kind of
Yeah,
bedroom.
yes. Yeah, I forgot to mention that there's a fourth bedroom somewhere, sorry.
Yeah. As you enter this bedroom, it seems like there was a small struggle. And you see that the windows are completely open. And there's scratch marks left on the windowsill.
Pretty big scratch marks.
Which broke. Yeah, Maltese
Yeah.
windowsills have the
Yeah.
ceramic thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see marks of the clothes, and the edge of it is broken off, clearly with force of a big leap out.
So none of us didn't hear a window breaking?
It's not broken. It's just open.
Can we try to understand if it could be a human vampire or werewolf?
It's scratched ceramic tiles, there's no way this is human.
Well,
Okay, so werewolf.
so werewolf, maybe kindred, but I don't think your kindred claws would be even enough to make a marking on ceramic walls. So it's werewolf. So I'm going in. I'll let everyone know to check this room, look around, and mark.
Can we see the other tracks? Maybe we can follow whoever it was. You know, just trying to understand. Maybe there is other marks, tracks, whatever. From the
Athena, she sort of peers out of the window, like half hanging out of it basically, to see if she can... First of all, the first thing she looks for is she looks for tire tracks on the street.
So you're gonna
To
go
see
all
if-
downstairs?
No, she's looking through the window down onto the street. So she's like...
As you peek out, you're looking down on the streets, okay? And you're looking for like tire marks or something like that.
I'm looking for tire marks on... First I look for tire marks on the street to see if maybe somebody made a quick getaway, and you know how the tires would mark the street, to see if maybe she can get the sense of a general direction of where they could have gone. And...
How far out of the window would you say you are? Like, are you
like
just
half hanging out,
half hanging
like
out?
half hanging out of the window,
Just literally.
like...
As you're looking around, you feel a heavy taunt on the back of you and almost flips you over as this body is down on your back. Clearly the weight of it. Like, you're gonna have to give me a...
Yes. So
I will.
Give me an athletics and strength if you want to kind of balance yourself backwards.
I want to help to balance her. You know, just to grab her to
yeah, I'm
the
assisting out.
back. So
Yeah.
she won't fall.
Okay.
Yes, we're both assisting apparently.
So add another 2 dice to your
Cut
dice
something
pool,
up
thanks to Miles and Tatyana.
Yeah, we're just. Oh shit!
Difficulty?
Difficulty is 4.
3 of 4 successes.
So as they manage to slide you back in, however, the body kind of rolls onto your head against the window, basically. You're in safe, but the body just keeps going down, and you hear a tight.
And
look
that's
outside.
probably where Frank and Mumbles will probably notice something, or unless they've already left in the car. I don't know what the
I
timeline
was
is here.
exactly thinking about that. When you say body, do you mean like person or dead body?
That's Jeffrey.
I look out. Is it Jeffrey dead?
Yes.
You see a tangled mess of a body. His clothing ripped, but you could clearly tell he's an old man, and from the back it does look like Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it is Jeffrey.
where are Frank and Mumbles in this timeline? Like,
As you're coming out of the garage, the thing comes open and you start to drive round, right? And as you're kind of Frank, I'm assuming, is the driver at this point, right?
Sure.
Since Tatyana gave you the keys. As you're driving around, you see something from the peripheral vision of something falling, and you hear the splat as you're coming
Well,
out of the garage.
you're gonna have to do this on your own, buddy. And she will get out of the car and go investigate quickly before anybody else. I think she just wants to grab the body and just get into the apartment again so nobody can see anything, because with a smack like that people will for sure come and investigate.
I'll make a wits awareness to see if anyone's watching us. With all aspects, obviously.
So Mumbles, you get out of the car, you quickly hurry over. You grab the mangled body, and you run straight back into the apartment. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is happening. Frank, you are going to give me that check.
4. Yes, a 4. It's a 4.
With a 4, from the street vision, you see nothing and no one.
Just this tangled body and Mumbles close to it.
Yeah, just walk into the apartment. Well, rushing.
She picked the body and she's going back to the apartment.
That's what she said she's doing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because like she wants this body like out of sight ASAP. Like she's probably just going inside, call the elevator, go in elevator, go back up.
So I'm moving. So as it was happening, I was gonna go out just to get that to see like, oh shit, get to that body. But as I'm imagining getting out the door, the elevator.
Yeah, you ding the elevator and then Mumbles is there with the mangled Jeffrey already.
Yeah. Oh. That was
Hi.
quick. How the? All right. So, all right, get it.
Go on.
Yeah. Just make sure that we scrub the footage afterwards. And
You realize that his chest, whatever he was wearing, is torn from the front and engraved, it seems like with a claw, rigid marks, something that resembles a foreign language.
So that answers my question. I think I was going to ask, would Athena have any blood on her since he fell on her?
Yeah, you can clearly smell it from the back of you, on your clothing.
And does that affect her?
No, I mean your hunger's at 1, so you're fine.
Okay.
How your emotional state is in regards to
That's what
Oh no, she's.
I need you to roll me a
She's-
composure. Willpower. Yeah.
Willpower.
So composure plus resolve plus 2. And no hunger, guys.
So there's a willpower reroll. I think can I do that? So dice to roll would be 1.
This 6. No, 6. Resolve plus composure plus humanity.
I'm doing this on.
Humanity rounded down. Wait,
How much is your
Guys-
humanity? How much is your humanity?
yeah,
Athena?
watch
I'm.
it.
Sorry, what?
What is your humanity at?
Oh, it's quite high.
7.
3, 4,
There's
5,
the willpower
7.
button. It's
Yes,
Frank,
the rest
yeah.
button.
Yes.
Frank,
That's
just
what I'm
let,
trying to ask, guys.
just let them do the thing. Look.
Oh, found it. Wow.
I'm.
Okay. Let's take a breath.
I-
So, you are.
I hit.
Mhm.
I pressed the willpower reroll.
Yeah.
It brought up input value and dice to roll, and there's up to 3.
So it doesn't give you more than... Okay.
But that's the reroll. You should. There's willpower written in red under resolve. At least on my sheet.
Willpower written in red under resolve.
Yeah, so when you hover over willpower, you can just click it like you do with hunger or humanity.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
So. Okay, pool size modifier is giving me up to 5.
Okay, roll it all. No worries.
So you have 6 total. Really?
Yep. So roll all 5. Don't worry about it.
Wait, humanity is 7. Willpower is. I'm not having any issues with that.
4. Well,
Difficulty?
humanity is half down.
Difficulty, you are close to him, yes?
Very much so. There was a he was part
keeping-
of her.
Keeping compose is difficulty at 5.
Okay,
Okay.
she's
You are really composing yourself for the sake of your cohort here. You want to remain cool. You're not so cool inside, but at least the exterior is okay. Right.
The beast is okay. Let's put it that way. The beast is okay. She's not okay, but the beast is okay.
oh she's willing
Best
to
way I can
she's
describe
ready
it.
to start hunting down and killing.
So trying to touch her shoulder and say, whoever did this, we will find and kill it relentlessly. You will kill it yourself, we promise. I promise. So just keep your anger till the moment you'll find this.
At
Ken
that
has
point,
a good way of motivating people, man. It's awesome.
at that point, Athena just nods and she doesn't say anything to Tatyana in response besides the nod. Instead, she goes over to Jeffrey's body. She pulls away the shirt so she can see the symbol better.
So it's an engraved writing in a different language, really rigid.
Okay.
Something that can be done either with a rigid tool, perhaps even a claw marks of sorts.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What does it look like? I mean, you said a foreign language, but does it look Chinese? Does it look Arabic? Does it look Hebrew or Sanskrit? Whatever.
Like Northern Europe-ish, like East European maps.
Would be Cyrillic, nothing.
So like something like Russian.
Yeah.
So whilst they're doing that, so I just want to specify that Mumbles is like very gentle, like kind of just putting him down, and she's like, okay, I'm not gonna be of help here. She's just gonna ask quickly to Miles, like, from where?
Window, like he points to the window. He's gonna lead upstairs.
Yeah, so
We're gonna go upstairs.
yeah, so Mumbles is gonna go and just like look up out of the window, making sure that she's like holding herself onto something and
I'm
seeing
heading-
if she can spot anything.
I'm heading upstairs myself.
From
Yeah, maybe you can access like the roof.
Yeah.
From what you can see as you kind of look upwards, you see a shadowy figure in the night as he kind of stretches out his arm and drops what looks like a phone down onto you, and he quickly goes off the ledge. Miles, as you run up, you notice an individual. He takes a quick sprint on the opposite side of the rooftop and immediately changes into this large bird that you've never seen locally before and just flaps away.
Mumbles is gonna shout for Tatyana to come.
Yeah, so I'm running to you as fast as I can.
Get over here, fly that way, follow the bird.
You don't see the bird, Mumbles, because it's literally on the opposite.
Miles sees it.
Miles sees it. Hey, bird! And Dawn,
Oh.
I know I haven't
Okay.
done. I haven't done rituals. Apologies. Do I have a bloodstone
You do.
for my rituals? Can I
So really quickly, Mumbles, did you want to catch that phone landing onto your face or not? Is the question.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'll try to
Wait.
catch it.
So
Yeah.
give me an athletics and dexterity.
I'm keeping my eyes on the bird.
Difficulty of 2.
So, can I see this bird?
If you have rapid reflexes, you should have.
Tatyana, you're
bonuses.
inside, so no.
But I ran to Miles. Sorry. Mumbles.
Yeah, Mumbles did not see the bird transformation.
Did I-
Smiles saw it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
if
thought
you
I.
think-
Oh, okay. I just saw a shadow.
I shout downstairs. There's Mumbles, bird! Need Tatyana!
So now I'm running to Miles.
I'm keeping my eye on the bird.
Yeah.
If that's okay, do I have to make a roll or heightened senses?
So, since I have rapid reflexes, could I get a bonus for me trying to snatch this phone out of the air?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. How much do you think is fair?
2.
Go. What's the difficulty?
3.
I didn't understand. So,
Right in
Phone has been snatched.
here. Yep.
so where was he? He was on the ledge of the window.
So, rooftop.
Huh?
All you have is a roof. Kulmandek bait. He was at the edge.
He was
right?
here and he
The
went.
Windows here.
Whoa.
Drops the thing.
He-
Turns round. Takes a run. And transforms into bird on the other side. That's...
Yeah.
Those are the
And
visuals.
would I have seen it from? I would imagine I'm still downstairs trying to compose
So
myself.
You're...
Now,
I'm
bird.
running to
I
Miles.
don't
Because
know.
it's out of your vision, because it's 4 floors high, you wouldn't have. So...
Also, your
fair.
character doesn't really know anything about what's happening on the roof, so.
No, but
It's
I'm like-
more than 4 stories.
I'm just.
Much more than 4 stories. This
There
is a
you go. So
skyscraper.
no, I wouldn't know. Just. Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, maybe not skyscraper. High rise.
yeah.
Tatyana arrives just in
Coming.
time as Miles is still eyeing whatever
Yeah.
is left in the night of the flapping bird away, seeing that he transformed into a rather large bird, which is nothing local.
Which bird? Oh,
I'm
okay.
not good with birds. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
It's falcon or something.
Eagle.
Fine,
Yeah.
Falcon. Let's do it.
Okay.
Now on
pointing
second
it
thought,
out.
this
No,
also
no,
could be a
no, no,
trap.
no. Hang on.
No.
Falcons are local.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Maltese
Oh.
falcon. Anyone? Falcons are local. Go for eagle. Like
No, I'm
like
actually
bald eagle or whatever.
Where-
a bird of
My opinion.
prey. The one that's
Hawk.
not the hawk. The one that's
A vulture.
Yeah, a vulture.
Vulture.
But, whoa, that's a carrion. But okay. Oh yeah.
On second thought, this might also be a trap. So.
Yeah. But so I'm screaming to Miles. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, just some shadowy guy. Here, take this.
Yes, and I'm turned into a bat and following this. bird.
Yeah, I gave her a bloodstone, so yeah. So what bloodstone does is I can track.
Blood-
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
give
so
it to
I'll
all
keep it in
you.
my pocket.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm transferring with all I have with me, so yeah.
Tatyana, you transform.
To a bat. Yes, I do make
All
a
right, and you're gonna try to follow said vulture.
I will.
Yeah, and then I run downstairs.
So, if I'm at the window still, can I see that Tatyana is going bat-like after him?
No.
Because it's on the other side of the building. It's a big
So-
penthouse.
So Mumbles gonna swear in Italian and says, "Here we go again. We gotta leave now. 45 seconds." And she's gonna go in the bathroom and fucking Alistair again.
Timer.
Take the phone. Take her phone. Call Frank and says, "Bring the car around now. We need to leave. Get your whatever's.
Roger.
Yep.
Roger.
What?
We need to
reply,
leave."
Roger. Yeah. What?
What do you mean
Okay,
get
I
your
don't know.
whatever? Are you talking about
You're humans. Whatever. Let's go. We need to go. This place is gonna blow. I think.
okay.
I don't know, but something's gonna happen. I don't like it. I don't want to stay here.
Okay, Athena
enough.
quickly takes a photo of the writing on Jeffrey's chest rushes to the master bedroom, fucking nearly tears the door open, and reaches over and grabs Sapphire and Henri by the scruff of their shirts, and pulls them up. Obviously, they're protesting. We're leaving now!
So, Mumbles, you have the phone in hand, right? The one that you caught, right?
Mm-hmm.
It goes off in your hand. Poof, in your... Take 5 superficial damage. Anyone...
Like after the 45 seconds, or just immediately?
Right, yeah. So, the 45 seconds have passed. And anyone who was around Mumbles at the time, take 3 superficial damage.
But she was still in Jeffrey's room, no?
It sounded like you
I
were
mean,
all
after-
in a hurry out, so...
Yeah, we were in Aria.
Okay, yeah, so I
Sorry,
was
can-
probably close to
One more
her.
time, what happened and wwhy did they get this damage?
The phone
Why
blew
did
up.
they get
Because-
hurt?
Blew up. The phone
Because
blew
the
up.
phone apparently has
No.
enough power to do me 5 superficial damage in an explosion.
I mean, if it's fire, it would, or explosives.
Which phone it was?
How many? 5
Whose
or
phone
3?
it was?
5
You take
for Mumbles,
5,
3 for
you
those
take-
who are nearby. I was coming down the stairs. Would I have taken damage down or not?
No.
Per chance? No. Alright. So I just hear the
Wait,
explosion.
Which phone it was?
Sorry?
The
Oh,
one that
boys.
he dropped. The one he dropped. The bad guy.
Ah, okay, got it.
The question is, do Sapphire and Henry take damage?
So you do see Sapphire and the other dudes kind of...
Henri.
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 They have a bit of like 2-degree burn marks on them, but they're not dead. They're really severely burnt.
You are out for Athena's life today, man.
And they're
We
kind
all
of,
get it.
they're kind of there
We all
at,
get
in the entrance, kind of just like, the fuck? Ow!
Okay, I don't know how to add the superficial damage.
So do you see your health?
So what
You
we're
see
gonna
your
do
health
is we're gonna
buttons?
go for a quick 5-minute break, guys.
Alright. Wow.
Yeah, I see my health bar, and when I open the gears section, I see superficial damage, but I can't edit it. Is it because it's
So what you have
locked,
so what
maybe?
you have to do is close the.
And we're back. So, Athena, with your 2 dearest individuals now harmed, would you like to give me another composure check?
Yes. So willpower, poolside modifier, nothing, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Difficulty.
5.
Okay.
It's getting too much now.
Oh my god, it's 0 successes.
Alright.
Oh,
Increase your hunger by 1, please, as your beast now is knocking straight into your chest. It's time to act. The fuck is going on?
Oh man, okay.
You see Athena starts to lose a bit like her shit there. Eyes gone a bit crazy. Alright, so
So I see them coming down, Ijiviri.
they're not downstairs, they had just made it through the corridor.
Yeah, and
but
then the thing went
Mumbles
off,
and the
and then
things-
there's really
but,
no.
But you hear
Yeah.
the explosion inside, and you
So-
see a bang from like if you decide to walk out the car to continue examining your situation, Frank. As you kind of look up a bit, you see a flash when the bang goes off on the top floor.
I'm not gonna let you mess around. I'm gonna... No worries. Amala. So, the first thing I'm gonna do until they come down is I'm gonna see if there's any blood stains that the body would have probably left.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
brain matter or bone cartilage.
There's definitely a
I'm
lot of
gonna-
blood to collect, but no other parts other than that.
Lots of blood.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't have water here, but... Alright, fuck it, I have to stay behind this time.
So,
I need to be the... Alright,
Seaman.
I will phone Laura and ask for... I will just text her safe haven, back, answers. That's it, and then I'll wait.
Alright, so.
And... I mean, I would have texted Mr. White, but I don't know the guy, so... And I don't trust that guy too much, because I
White
don't
doesn't
know...
have a cell phone, to be honest. But anyways.
no. Not very true.
Camarilla, baby. Gotta
Camarilla.
So Miles is coming down. Here's the explosion.
I'm coming down. I just hear the
Rush
explosion.
even
I
faster.
rush inside, book the door. If the door is even still there on the front door. And I look. I take the scene of what's going on. I see that Sapphire are dead. I can see she's injured. Athena's injured and looks like she's gonna go crazy for a second. Mumbles is Mumbles on the ground?
So I feel like even though the device is small, like it probably maybe we can do the superficial damage as to like 'cause she was holding it like probably next to her body, so like probably like her arm and like a bit like of her chest is just like totally like, well, it's not burned off because it's not aggravated damage, but it's like you see that like fresh light
Seared.
pink skin, like that's the underskin, so like it's all like melted a little bit. And I think she's like, she has like the phone is like gripped and she's just,
Eating with rage.
I think that going off, I either need to make like a fear or a fury frenzy roll, I feel.
Sure.
Legit.
I just don't know a resist frenzy. What's the difficulty?
I think it's... okay, yeah, there is resist frenzy.
Yeah.
Give me a 5. This is bad.
5? Okay. So how many dice can I roll exactly for this? What do I need to do? Because I just pressed the button, but I don't know if that's correct.
So
God, oh no.
I also don't have free hunger, so I don't know why it's showing me free hunger dice.
No, that's not rolling. No, that's 3 fails.
Hmm.
It's not.
Okay, well I can try a willpower reroll.
yeah, go ahead. You can roll 3.
You don't...
Really trying to hang in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So she just looks for a moment. I think she makes eye contact. Like if Miles is looking, she just makes eye contact. Just for a moment, you see like her
Yeah.
eyes like glowing red from
Yeah.
behind her sunglasses, and then it fades back in. She just she drops the phone and she.
Fuck.
Well, I prefer this than the whole fucking apartment exploding. We still need to leave.
Out. Let's go. Let's get out.
But no, I don't think if the apartment would have been rigged to explode, that would have happened. So let's take the things threatening the
Right.
Masquerade. Let's take the blood, let's take Jeffrey, let's take everything.
All right. And I turn to Athena and what's... Is Athena just staring?
Athena's just standing there at this point, like trying to, she's losing her shit, but she's trying not to, like,
Go.
Alright, okay.
You hear
She's just-
the other two whimpering. We need a hospital, please. It hurts. It hurts.
Me, my friend is there, like, trying to fix the blood and, like, chemist up Haidu daw, but...
would
like...
would they be able to get them to a hospital? Given the
That's a
situation.
masquerade breach, that's... what?
Miles
No, not really. They're
Masquerade
just
Mumbles
they're
has
burned.
it,
They're burned.
Yeah.
They're burned. So I'm going to talk to Athena. My hands are out. All right. Look at me. Explosion. I'll be fine. Minor degree burns. Get no doctor or someone. They'll be fine.
And then, okay, so Athena just goes, Jeffrey, call the... Someone call a doctor. Now. And she just hands them her phone where she has a doctor listed.
All right. I'll give him a call.
So we cut scene really quickly. Tatyana's flying in bat form with her small wings, trying to catch up to this big bird, which we decided is a
Vulture, you said.
vulture. Vulture, having bigger wings, can make way much faster than the bat can. However, to your surprise, he takes a quick swift of a U-turn and turns directly at you and is now flying towards you, Tatyana.
Okay, I'm trying to, to dodge, not to get hit by him or her, whatever.
Okay, so give me a athletics and dexterity, please. And if you have anything that could help you right now, use it.
Athletics.
I think the
and-
fact that you're a small, agile bat, and that's a big thing, like, I think that should help.
I'll check the stats for a bet. There should be stats for a bet in...
Yes, I have to use the stats for a bat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've texted some.
I'll look it up, don't worry.
No. I got it. It's physical 3, so I just need to roll 3 dice again, apparently.
I don't know.
Can I roll just dexterity, because that's 3 dice, and
Yeah.
the bat have 3 dice.
Go ahead. You need to get all of them
And
successes. 3.
Okay. 2 out of 3.
As you try to, seeing that he's coming towards you at full speed, you're shocked and you try to dodge this thing. Unfortunately, its talons scrape against your left wing, scratching it right open, and you're starting to lose momentum of your flight. The thing is starting to come round right back for another.
So I will try to land down somewhere. What is underneath?
So you have a couple of buildings, you have a couple of stray trees, nothing too much. I mean, you're seeing rooftops at a plenty, you have one tree here and there.
Which part of Malta is this? I mean, if it's crowded place or if it's quiet,
You're Sliema. So
Crowded.
Sliema.
yeah, you've entered a zone which is more towards like St Juan-ish. So you're between Sliema and St Juan and the air.
But
So
people will be
then,
too drunk to notice you, so it's okay.
I will fly down to some, roof, ordinary.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the momentum and dive down, and you try to break your fall.
Sorry, for a second I'm imagining her landing on my aunt's roof. She lives in St Juan.
So give me another roll, please, of dexterity in your case, I guess.
Okay.
Difficulty of
the
2. Right. You manage to just, as you're dropping speed, you manage to open up your wings and flap down and land safely onto... Did you choose a rooftop or did you choose a random tree?
Rooftop.
Okay, you landed onto a random rooftop. Right. This vulture is now, circling on top of you as you look up.
He's not transforming yet.
No.
Okay, can I, I'm still in a bad form, but I'm waiting when he's gonna try to attack me again as he did, and when he's gonna do this, I will transform back in my humanoid form and try to, to attack him back, but in my normal form. So I'm just waiting for a moment to,
Alright. So, As he circles above you, he then decides to come down, but you see that he's going to land on a rooftop which seems adjacent to you.
Okay, I'm waiting.
He lands on the opposite rooftop, so you're 2 buildings apart this time. And as he lands, this vulture, and he rises, you see the transformation happen as he turns into a humanoid form. And you see long beard, yellow, sharp glowing eyes with long hair, his hood let down. And he is across you.
And he is...
Your sire, Mikael.
So... I'm actually angry as fuck because of what happened. I'm not even trying to, you know, being calm this way. So I will go in my bed form towards him, to his building, where he is.
He takes a few steps back just to make sure there's a safe distance between you and him. Right?
So, can I fly to his roof where
Yeah,
he
you
is right
can.
now?
He's just obviously just trying to keep a distance from you and him, though. So if you do get any closer, he's gonna make fewer steps back to make sure there's a distance between you. But you do land on the other rooftop.
And then I transform back to my humanoid form. Just watching through each other, right?
When you transform, there's always a rouse check, I think, for level 3.
No, before the transforming, there is a rouse check.
Yeah. To activate the power. Alright.
So, any words to justify yourself? Okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna attack him. You know, that's it. I'm using my hippie snail fingernails turning into talons.
Okay.
That would be another rouse check to activate it.
No. Give me a second, let me just get my dice. Hold on.
Oh god.
Yes.
You forgot your dice.
Unacceptable.
That's psychological warfare,
yes.
man.
So now I have a very long talons. My eyes turn to yellow to amber color, and I'm going to attack him. What's...
The vampire.
Oh,
Nice.
this is cute.
Fancy.
Alright.
You pre-series game master.
Just bear with me, let me just bring up his stats. Alright, so that's 8. Okay. Alright. So let's roll off.
So, in order to attack with my talons, I use brawl and strength,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
And one more dice because I have specialization in kindred.
Yeah. Same as me.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you can make another rouse check to get 2 more dice.
Okay.
The blood surge, yes.
Yeah, the blood surge, yeah.
Use will. Oh Jesus.
It's 2 now, because I think that's a recent development, but okay.
4. Okay, 8.
Yeah, it used to be 1, now it's 2.
Full size modifier is. Can you remind me what it is?
If you're adding on to your normal roll, you need to add those in there.
Yeah, so you can add your specialty dice in there if you didn't do that already.
Okay. Should I put difficulty or?
Yeah, I got an 8.
What did you get?
8.
Well, 3 out of 8.
As you rush towards him, talons out, he quickly takes a sidestep and using your own momentum, he grabs your arm And as he's about to throw you with his free left leg, he hits you straight into the elbow and breaks your arm as he lets you, with your own momentum, throttle off onto the other side.
Okay.
He looks at you, he goes,
Hurt. So how much damage then I take?
so that would be definitely 1 aggravated damage. Because of the broken arm. And the rest would be superficial. So that's 4 superficial.
Superficial is just a line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
And if it's full red, it's aggravated.
Aggravated, yep.
Okay, got it.
Well, if you have aggravated damage, you have a -2 to the dice pool. Done. Finish.
Well,
that's only if the whole track is full.
it's so. Do I have?
No,
a,
if you have a whole track of aggravated, never mind.
No, like
So-
it needs to go superficial full, then you get the penalties. But if you just have
Yeah.
1 aggravated, that doesn't impact you.
I'm going to attack him again. I will run away and still gonna try to scratch him.
Okay.
And I use a rouse check to get 2 more dices, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
the blood
but-
surge.
wait.
Yeah.
Blood surge.
What?
The blood
Sorry.
surge is only once. Like you do it once and it's for the whole scene.
In the
So
new
I will
edition,
have 1 more
it's
dice.
Oops.
Or 2 dice. And I only roll it once. Like when you're
I have 1 or 2 more
Jesus
extra
Christ.
dices?
2.
2. Okay. So it's brawl. It's strength. It's
Gonna do the best out of 3 now.
When you have crit, but
how
you have,
much is the
you have 3
difficulty?
crits. That's
Oh my
So
two.
that's 3 tens.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. 2 tens is if you pair up 2 tens, it's 4 successes. 1 by itself is just 1 success. But
What's the
2 is only
difficulty?
in B20. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So. Okay, so that's another 8 in that case.
Okay. Six out of 8.
All right, that wasn't so bad. So you try to make an attempt. He once again sidesteps, and this time he just kicks you in the back just to help your momentum he notices you don't mean to go towards him. You're using the method of escape just to kind of scratch him, and you're escaping at this point, right?
Okay. But
That's
he's not
Yeah.
attacking. Okay.
Yeah, he as you run towards him, but at the same time taking a sidestep to try to hurt him as you run away. He notices, takes a sidestep, and kicks you in the back just to kind of help you move into it, but you don't get any damage from that. So, and you keep running away? Is that what you're intending? Or
Running away from him?
is that what you intended? You said run away.
No, I'm trying to run away. I'm running to him to attack him again.
You want to run into him. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, it still
And
stands. So he kicks you,
also-
and you.
Okay, fuck. I'm at hunger 4 because I rouse checked before. So yes, I'm very angry. Now my hunger is 4. Well, one more time.
He's shaking
Maybe
his
one
head,
day.
closes his eyes, shakes his head. It's like,
What's difficulty then it's gonna be?
let's roll again.
Let's roll again.
All right. So this time that's 6.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh,
Nice.
there you go.
As he kind of thinks that you had it, and you see the moment present itself, you go in and you attack. The talents make contact with him. Describe what you do.
I want to get my nails right to his chest, like this, to hurt him.
Okay.
To the heart, because he hurt my heart.
So the talents enter his chest. You hear just a small for a moment as he looks down. Then he looks up straight into your eyes. Oh, Tatyana. He grabs onto your wrist as he pushes your wrist closer into him, where basically whatever is left, your knuckles reach his chest, and you can't go further in. I missed you
So
too,
maybe you
he says in Russian.
Okay. Maybe you should start talking. I got another hand, you know?
He takes a kick at you. No, actually a punch. Let's make a punch. Okay. Oh, fuck.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
You're gonna die, yo.
No. Right, so... try to beat an 11.
So, how should I count this?
So, well, he's gonna brawl you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess you have to brawl back, right? That's how I've been doing it. So,
Okay, so strength and brawl?
yeah.
Strength and brawl. Wait, not again. The difficulty is 11 then.
Yeah.
Bestial failure.
Oh, that was really not the right time for that.
As he holds on to your hand, which your talents are in him, with the other hand, he punches you straight into the chest, and with the other one, he's crushing down onto your wrist. And you go almost flying, if it wasn't for the fact that he's holding you, straight up into the air, and you kind of come down. So that's gonna be 3 superficial damage, if there's any left for that, right? Guys, help me out with this.
1, but
So how many spaces are left on the tracker
0.
that are empty? Okay, so now you're gonna take those 3 because you have no longer any space left. You're gonna take them into aggravated, and you're getting now very close to falling into torpor, and you also get a -2 to your pool for anything, really, because you're so beat up.
He starts to remove your hand with the talents that he sees now that you're limp down, and removes the talents out of his chest and kind of just shoves it down with a crushed wrist. And he starts walking away. The pace is ever so faster as he comes closer to the ledge, makes one leap, and transforms back into the night. He flies off.
No conversation.
He's not the talking type.
I should ask if he used to act this way before when I knew him. If I'd say if his character changed.
His character did change from last you've known him. Something changed or something broke. As you stand there, heavily beaten down, we cut scene back to Athena's apartment, where we see an individual swearing beneath his breath, trying to keep composed as he's checking the other 2 humans, and he's starting to instruct Miles to look inside his bag and find different type of equipment, products, and start treating and bandaging the burnt sections. The doctor is here. Frank, you're upstairs. Seeing.
I saw the doctor coming, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you're upstairs with everyone. You see the mess. The doctor's doing his best. The doctor looks at Tatyana and is like, you know they're gonna need hospital care. Or at least they need to go to the polyclinic. Something. These dressings are not gonna do it.
Just do the best you can and let me handle the rest.
What have you gotten yourself into this time? Jesus. Miles, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
What?
There is a cream there. It's the only cream that I've got, actually. I'll just hand it over.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take the cream, slide it over.
They're squinting. I know. Shaking his head.
If they've got one hand that isn't injured, Athena's probably holding on to one hand each.
Okay. Right, so the doctor's doing his thing. You guys are free to roleplay.
Whoa. One, I want to know how the heck. Sorry, I'm being that logical guy, but if there's dead, what's his name? Jeffrey, right?
Yep.
That's a lot of decomposed stuff, and the doctor would know the smell. So I'm like, I need to get cloud memory on this guy and forgetful mind.
Well, this is Athena's inside doctor.
And not enough time has yet passed for a body to already start decomposing, I think.
Yeah.
And they would have probably hidden him away so that he doesn't see him.
Yeah.
Along
The
in
doctor-
the bathroom with Alistair.
The bathroom is becoming
At some point, they're gonna start shoving bodies in there to the point where they can't close the door.
Yeah, in the meantime, Mumbles is trying to gather everything that could be
Give
like
me
a
a
breach
second,
to
guys,
the
sorry.
Masquerade. Yeah, no
No worries,
problem.
take your time. Mal,
Wait,
help
sorry, I had missed. Bitch. My
Sorry.
my mic went out a bit. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I want to cast Forgetful Mind on the guy afterwards, so you can rationalize it and whatever. Not lead us to some other dude.
Hold
It
up,
was
why?
Masquerade Beaches, man.
He's the doctor who's like,
Yeah,
Athena,
but we
like,
don't know
it's-
that. Like,
Athena
we
does.
don't know who.
Yeah,
he
we
will-
do, because the storyteller told us. And the body is also not just out and about.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
in the
happening?
apartment.
No, as in, but it will smell. No, like. Oh,
It,
No,
no,
it's literally been like not even 20 minutes. The body is not, it doesn't decompose so fast.
I don't know what doctor
But
you
there's,
know
like,
that comes in
blood
20
and
minutes,
gore.
but okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
You know,
I don't
but
know
no,
how
I
fast
guess-
your doctor
I-
is.
Anyway.
I get what you. I mean, my personal doctor doesn't even do house calls. I get what you mean. No, there hasn't been enough time for the body to start smelling, especially because I know it's hot as shit outside, but Athena's apartment is
AC.
perfectly AC'd.
Yeah.
I'm sure. All right.
So yeah, Mumbles is gathering everything in the apartment that could be like a danger to the Masquerade. She'll help herself if Athena doesn't mind. It depends a bit like how many blood pegs are in the fridge, but she's gonna need to do some healing as well. So that's up to your discretion, like how
Let's-
much blood is actually in the fridge.
Miles had two. You
Two.
guys each
I
had two.
One.
I mean, I think it would be a decent. I think it would be a decent assumption to make that she'd have at least 10 on hand.
In total, the guys had 4 whilst they stayed here. But
Yeah,
that's
and-
I
yeah,
feel like that's also
okay.
up to Dawn to decide like
Yeah.
what's.
I mean, this is
Okay.
something that she keeps in case of emergency, you know. So,
Yeah.
I
So you
imagine
guys
she'd
tell
have
me. You figure it out, and I'll
I
make
would
use
s- I
of
would
whatever is there.
say starting of the game, there was like 12. You guys consumed, off the top of my head, I think
Miles had-
6.
Miles had two.
Frank had
I
1.
know that Frank had 1 and Mumbles had 1, so that's 4.
So 8 left.
And,
So, yeah,
we
go
need to get rid of it anyway. So I think the scene where you have like the blue fridge light, and you see Mumbles is just like holding in one hand a blood bag, and she's like making a rouse check to to heal her wounds. So I'm on hunger too. So I'm first gonna consume 1 blood pack. So now we have 7 left. So I'm gonna make a rouse check to heal, which is a success. So now I am on 4 superficial damage instead of 5, which is good. So I'm gonna do it again. Success, fantastic. And again. Good.
Alright, you're in a roll, huh?
Wow.
Don't jinx it
Okay.
while it lasts.
I'm using all my good rolls now. Okay.
Oh,
We
one
get
hunger.
one
Alright.
hunger. So I'm gonna get another blood bag, making
6.
it 6. Then we do another else check.
So just remind me.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause-
Okay, and now I'm fully healed up.
Okay.
So you see like Mumbles in the blue fridge light. She's just chucking and like slowly like from her like burnt chest everything starts to like knit together slowly and surely. And even though you would fake that, new skin, that all the scars on her arms would be gone. But that's not the case. That's
Nope.
unfortunately not how vampiric healing works. You go back to the state of how your body was before it was turned.
So what do we do now? We take care of Jeffrey.
First up, we need a new location. This place is compromised now.
Do
Especially
I get
bomb.
any update from Laura? I mean, we have already had that Agargu place, but it was compromised. So, and where's Tatyana?
On a rooftop somewhere. Being sad, probably.
So, Dawn, I can sense. I have put a bloodstone on her. I give her bloodstone. Do I know the direction? I know where the direction is and how far away she is.
So, as you kind of tap into the bloodstone and you try to sense, you feel her being very close by, like almost with you, and then all of a sudden you hear a rabid, angry poof, poof, poof against the door. Did I lose you?
Back.
Risen.
Lost
Okay,
you.
so like you almost sense her almost in with the room with you. You're kind of confused by this because you're pretty sure she left off. All of a sudden, the front door goes poof, poof, poof.
Athena runs over and opens the door.
Yeah, Mumbles is right behind her.
You see a very bloodied, angry Tatyana at the door.
Oh dear, come in.
Athena just goes,
By the way, did I heal myself?
Yes, everything that we discussed on chat, you're good. It happened.
So how much damage do I have then, or?
So if you fed, like you said you fed, you're clean. If you fed the amount that you said you fed, you're clean.
Oh fuck! So I'm not wounded. I'm just blooded in someone's blood.
there's
Okay.
just
Yeah,
someone else's blood.
Could I, because I don't want to assume anything, like, can I make an insight check to kind of see, like, the state of her, see what I'm working with?
So,
We need to get back to Dawn, right?
Dawn, hi, it's me.
Dawn.
I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you. Like
Hello?
an awareness, because if
I
she's
can't
covered
hear
in, if she's covered in blood, like it means that she fought, and Mamos just wants to see do we have another problem or not? That's what she wants to see, basically, to try and check. Kind of
So,
like looking into
give
Tatyana's
me,
eyes.
give me insight and resolve.
Okay. I don't have any dots in insight, so I'm gonna do a rouse check to higher my chances here. Cool. That's not it. I'm just gonna put difficulty 0 for now because I think it's gonna be a post roll. Or we'll see. 3 successes in total.
With the three, the last time you saw Tatyana, anything close to this, you know you're not dealing with anything good on an emotional state.
Mumbles is gonna be like, come on. Bring it in. You fought him, didn't you?
Stepping aside and actually licking my fingers like this. You know. And you see that my eyes are absolutely empty and they have an amber color, like when you use Eyes of the Beast. But it feels like I'm not using it, I just have it naturally, you know, for some reason.
You fought him, didn't you?
And he ran away. Again.
Are you gonna
How-
are you gonna let me stand here awkwardly like this, or are we not doing this?
Doing what?
She's spread her arms like to give you a hug if you want.
Ah. And you don't mind that I'm all covered in blood.
It's Mumbles.
She just kind of looks at her chest and arm and says, "This suit's
then-
already ruined."
Well, then, we can hug.
Yeah. She was like a pat on the and kind of brings her into the house like this.
You do notice, Mumbles, that where usually Tatyana's are more, her other hugs felt like hugs. This one doesn't feel like that.
It's like a formality. How injured is Tatyana?
Nothing.
She's fine.
Okay. If this is too mattery, tell me, but I feel like Mumbles and Tatyana kind of have an understanding of each other, and she says, "Where'd you hide the corpse?"
I didn't kill him. He's too strong, and he's my sire. I don't feel like I can do that, but I definitely want to find him.
You
kick
know
his
that
ass.
I'm not talking about your sire. Come on. I don't want
But-
another problem right now. We can't deal
But-
with it.
What are you talking about then?
You killed anyone else to heal
Oh,
yourself?
yes.
Oh god.
Yes. I really was. I didn't pay attention to it. Okay. That's what not was in my head.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Do you
So
remember the area you were in?
Do I remember in which area I was?
well,
That's really not something we should think about right now. We
that's
have major
absolutely
problems.
something. Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
major
Listen-
problems.
Listen, the bat in the car in my window brought the police here. Everything is a problem. So I'll
And a
go and
drained
make some
corpse for
calls.
sure. Yes.
Essa,
So,
alright. I'll call Mr. Shriha,
so
the
here's
one of
what.
last time.
So
and- I'll do that.
Go ahead,
and
go ahead,
that's
Athena.
Yeah.
What will give me zero? Okay.
So, just to recap, my butler is dead. My two closest humans are severely injured. There's a random corpse sitting somewhere, and this bastard is still out there.
Of course he's still out there. That's what elders do, man. Like, alright, one thing at a time. We
Yes,
can
I
only
agree.
close the wound and then we have to take out the glass later, okay? So, what shall we do now? We're gonna stay here, we're gonna move to a new building.
The doctor
We are moving
backs up and says, "Well, I know I'm out of here. Athena, I'll send you the bill. Thank you, Miles."
Yes.
Right.
We need to get these
I will
to-
cast
to
Forget
a
for Mind on the
hospital.
doctor. You have enough seen me.
You don't need to.
He casts it.
Yes,
He said
I
it.
do.
He said it. He casts
Dude,
it.
look, I've been at it long before he will. I do get hungry. So back to
All right. So, what do you say for him for the forget memory?
my right niche, etc., etc. And Lien, I'm not.
Oh, you
He
only
has
protect
no.
yourself. Okay, gotcha.
I can. I don't know if I can protect the others. It's up to you. Since you haven't seen us, only Athena
Okay,
do not exist.
cool. Doctor shakes Satina's hand once again, and he says, "I'll send you the bill." And he walks out,
As-
oblivious.
He's a bloody mortal. Of course, he can be bullied into tracking us.
Yeah, we can argue
Interrogated.
about this
Anyway,
later.
yes.
Whatever you say, Frank, I am not in the mood.
Of
Yeah.
course you aren't, but yeah.
Let's
Alright.
get these two to the
Absolutely.
hospital. If you want to do it
Alright.
yourself, Athena, you can, but we might need you to sort out the mess that Tatyana made. Maybe Miles can take them. It's up to you.
Do we
We'll
know
have
any
to make
kindred
them.
doctors like
Immortal.
well, if
So-
they're just burnt or we have only one we can just make an excuse. And I'm thinking about
Frank, please let me think. So, Miles, you can cast Forgetful Mind as well, right?
I
No.
can cloud someone's memory for about 5 minutes.
I'm that guy. What do you need?
Okay, someone take them to the hospital as gently as possible.
I'm on hunger too, don't worry.
You take them to the hospital. You tell them there was a minor fire at the house, a toaster got set on fire or something.
Can I make a manipulation investigation to see which lie is the better one?
How
Like,
how about
Forensic like
how about this? Does Athena's apartment use a gas hub still, or is it electric? Because if it's like if your cooker exploded, that could explain like how they got, you know.
But that would be a much bigger explosion.
When it happened to my mom, it was 2-degree burns ish.
And that will
Okay.
also explain
I
the
guess
fact
we'll go on
why.
Don's experience.
Yeah, so Mumbles is gonna say you use a gas
fact.
hub. It will both explain the burns, the noise, and everything.
and just the burns. Where are they burnt? Left side, right side, both.
So both of them had them on the left side.
Okay. Alright.
I'll take them to the hospital. I won't be of any use.
Yeah, you can come with me. I'll take the car. We'll take the car.
I think
I
Mom
will
will
also
need
do
your help
some
to
dancing.
clear up the possible breach. I think it's
I
better
need
I
a-
go alone. And Tatyana can come with me. If she wants.
I still look pretty empty, you know, I'm just not really responding on something. So I'm more like a doll that will follow you, you know.
Yeah.
That
Take care
kind
of
of mood.
Take care of Tatyana, take care of Henri and Sapphire, and go with the gas hub story.
Even a bad liar like myself can tell the truth pretty well. She kind of tries to. Thanks.
Now,
I'm gonna make my way
Now
down.
the situation of where we're going. My haven is big enough for all of us. We made a pretty evident trail to this place. I don't think my haven's specifically compromised. But if we don't want to take a chance, we might have to ask a favor. And
Did I get any reply from Laura? Dawn.
You had received a reply from Laura. It would have
Uh-huh.
seemed like an hour ago. To which she replied, "Sure. However, I need reassurance on current events.
Yeah, I'll tell her I'll send SOP. I reply just SOP, which means yes, and I'll go through the usual channels.
Miles, you
Okay.
also receive a text message.
My usual number.
Yeah. Meet me
Okay.
outside.
Do I know the number?
You don't recognize it.
So everyone sees Miles like checking the phone. Miles has been quiet. He's let the situation sort of talk her out. Checks his phone. What now?
What? More
Someone
trouble?
sent some number sent me. Don't recognize it. Telling me to meet outside. So
Who's the guy?
I'm gonna check outside just quickly, like one of the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anyone?
You don't.
Unseen. Sense the unseen. All specs.
Okay. With Sense the Unseen, if you hadn't used it, you wouldn't recognize until in the shadows you just see long, tentacle-faced figure.
Norman.
Yeah.
Ah, it's Norman.
Oh,
Great.
well, we're all
Oh,
heading
okay.
downstairs. We can say hello on the way out.
Yeah.
And she will actually, like, very gently, as Athena said, like, to Sapphire and what was Henri, right? Yeah, Henri. She'll say, listen, I know you guys don't know me, but I'm going to get you to a hospital. Me and Athena were friends. I will do the best I can to help you guys out, okay?
And like Athena's obviously there because she's watching them like a hawk. You know she is.
Of course.
Um,
she would
This
be.
is like
Just to-
actually the like most gentle you've heard Mumbles talk. Like she doesn't really interact with humans much, but she understands like how much they mean to you.
She just makes eye contact with each one of them and just gives them a nod like you can trust her. They're used to Athena. They know her shit.
They nod silently. They're still very evidently in pain as they get up from the ground and they follow suit, I guess.
Yeah. And Mumbles with the same
Wait, what?
tone.
Wait,
With the same tone, Mumbles says to Tatyana, come on, let's go.
You know
Let's
you
help
can give them blood, right? And avoid the whole hospital.
They're just a.
Possible. Yuck.
They're not bleeding profusely. I don't think they need blood.
They would heal with the blood.
They're
and
not-
we can
they're not-
avoid
But they're
that.
not. But they're not
They're
ghouls.
just mortals. They're just mortals.
They're
Ghouls
just
can
mortals.
mend themselves,
They're
but they're not ghouls.
herd mortals.
They're hurt, yeah.
That's why you need to go to the hospital. Unless
Well,
you
there's
really
always that option. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm going to look at apologies. I'm gonna have to ask just clearing out of here. What will we do with
Who?
the butler,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
He doesn't have any family. We just have to bury him as humanely as possible.
Do you know his wishes? I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but if his preference was to be cremated, that would solve us a lot of issues.
Cremation is not a thing in Malta, so
Not
But
yet.
it could be that it's his wish. Just because you can't do it doesn't mean it's not your wish. And Mumbles
I
is
don't
saying,
know.
like, I'm sorry I'm saying this, but I think you understand why.
I don't know if he wanted to be cremated, but he was Protestant, he was British.
No, okay.
It can be something for another time. But remember, Alistair is also still there, and we need to get rid of the camera footage in this building.
Frank will gently go to Athena, put a hand on her shoulder, and I know he'll do the best he can. And right. So, camera footage. What camera footage? Mumbles.
Like off the stairwell, because
Stairwell.
The stairwell.
she's carried up a corpse. You know, into the hallway and into the elevator.
The stairwell, the corridor, there's probably security cameras around the building. I mean, it's a high-class, high-rise apartment building, but Athena's got it.
Alright.
She pulls out her phone and starts rapidly texting.
I'm gonna grab
Laura can give us a safe haven. We'll give
That's
her a
good.
bastion or some update. We have plenty of updates.
Text me the address later. Then yeah, we need to get going now.
Alright, you're going to the hospital. I
Yes.
could go to the haven, secure. Miles, could you come with me to the to
I
my
have to check with Norman. I have to check with whatever Norman wants.
You
Norman?
guys. Yeah, Norman's outside.
Outside.
Also-
I'll talk with him. I'll sort them out. You guys take care of the other affairs. Otherwise, he would have messaged all of us. He just messaged me.
I see.
I'll delay whatever information, and I'll wrap up maybe. I'll wrap up Jeffrey up at least something so it's not an actual corpse. And I'll go downstairs. Right, I'll
Keep
take care
him
of
cold. Maybe turn up the AC way high and put him in his room.
Yeah.
Man, the willpowers are generous with me today, so.
All right. I'll take care of like Jeffrey. Put him in his room. Cover him up in a kind of like not saying mummification, more of like a wrap him up around in like either towels
bed.
or something as in plastic.
Something more dignified.
Yeah. And I'll head downstairs to speak with Norman while the others take care of the other bits. My numbers. I tell him my number's on. Call me if anything you need me to do anything specific.
You see Norman in the shadows, waiting very patiently, resting against a lamppost.
I think Mumbles and Tatyana and the two are the first to leave. Right? Because they're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
She'll take a car and just to be a dick about it, she's just saying, "Good evening, Norman." And she's not even like trying to like, she just goes into the car and drives up. Just to be annoying.
I'm not even noticing him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Yeah,
because he's obfuscated, so.
Yeah, he's not.
No, but she knows he's around,
Yeah,
so she just
there's
says it just to
around.
be a dick.
Yeah. So I'm going up. I'm gonna put my back on the opposite of him, of a lamppost.
I'll catch.
So,
I'll catch.
Yeah.
I catch up straight and avoid the chase. He passes you from underneath. He passes you an envelope. That's all the evidence you need to find Dr. Sherry, unless you forgot. He kind of pushes himself against the lamppost. Good night, Miles. And he walks away.
Remind me, Sherry is
the Marquesan doctor.
Yeah,
The guy who's gone missing.
yeah. I open up, check the evidence.
He seems like he's in a warehouse. These photographs were taken from like a bird's eye view situation. So Norman must have climbed onto the building to take these photographs. Clearly you can see him held with heavy chains, and surrounding him you see the vests of bikers around him, and there are like snapshots of them like clearly either beating it out of him or something. You recognize them as the Bruja gang of Rabat.
I would be close to Miles.
Where are you?
I mean,
Where are
too
you?
much. Well, not like obtruding, but I'm here if you need me. That's what I'm saying.
So she's checking the photographs, and he's gonna look back towards. I imagine Norman's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Look to the photographs. Interesting. He's gonna pass some of the photos over to Frank. Looks like the Bruja guys managed to catch him.
Carlos. And you see Frank just lose it. Well, you see Frank, it's not losing it as much as murder mode. there's that. He was trying to be nice with Athena because it was, but now it's like, and you hear him mumble some things about. You were born in the 80s, right, Miles, or thereabouts?
Probably.
You would get a couple of references indicating Frank's past. You can work it out later, but there's that violence in Malta, the civil war that there was almost, and not sure what's Carlos' history in it, but to Frank he resembles everything that is, the violence that there was in the 80s, let's put it that way. And there's episodes of PTSD, and you start hearing some names which are recurrent. That's how I'm role-playing this.
Checks the photo, just checks the other photos again. So Sherry is there in a warehouse with some bikers. Do I know the location of the warehouse, Dawn, by looks of it, or is it just... No.
Would I recognize it? Maybe with investigation.
Give me with an investigation.
Can I do the same thing?
Yeah.
I have a -2 dice pool because my derangement is on. 1 success only.
Frank, you don't recognize it whatsoever.
4 successes.
With 4, you don't recognize the warehouse itself. However, one of the photographs, the way it's taken, resembles like there's a
church or something.
More like 3 lines, so to speak, and it seems like there's old stonework in the background. And as you make 1 + 1, it kind of looks like Floriana.
Okay, so I give a nod. Could be Floriana, where this is. But right now,
next to Bombi, just to give.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, there's plenty of gardens over there, yeah.
So he packs them up, he says, this is my case technically. I have to thank Norman afterwards. But right now we have other business we must take care of. The doctor has to last for a bit longer. So
right. My ally would need that. But that's good, because we have something to trade. And she sorted something out, we just need to give her her answers. And we'll give her Sebastian to get it out of the way. He's a liability on us. She knows what to do with him.
So Athena is where? Sorry, I just want to understand her location right now.
She's... So, it was Mumbles and Tatyana that went and took them to the hospital, her to the hospital. She's sticking by Miles and Frank at this point.
Okay.
Anyway, we have other things to take care of. What's next on the agenda? Let's get... We have to bury Jeffrey somewhere. Is there a place you want to do that, Tina?
I don't know. The only place I know that he wanted to be buried was... There's this small Protestant church here in Sliema, and they have a small graveyard. A small cemetery, but we would have to break in and dig a grave ourselves.
Much as I would rather give Jeffrey a proper funeral as you wish, the longer he stays
don't
up.
Have that luxury.
No.
I'm very, very sorry. But if we bury him somewhere and then we can exhume the corpse and figure out something later, we'll try that. I miss that guy, man.
That's
class.
It's your choice, Tina, what we do with him at the end of the day. He was yours.
Let's just find a place where we can safely bury him for now, and
Alright.
I'll try and make arrangements with the church.
Alright. Let's take Sir with us also.
Yeah. Let's get rid of him and give him to Laura. She'll know what to do. She's giving us a location. At least she's still answering the phone. And we need to get a bigger herd, Mars. The party is growing and well, we need supplies, but I can work on that.
There's still 5 blood bags in the fridge, huh?
Let's just eight. Oh no, it's not 5, yeah, because you drank more. Sorry. Miles just says, for now, let's just clear up the current fires we have, and we'll go move on to the other pressing fires. Step by step, because right now we're getting confused. Much stuff is happening in this damn island. Let's go. And he's gonna go up, he'll get Jeffrey now there. We'll take a car, we'll use one of Tina's car if he's okay with that. And we'll drive to the church.
I mean,
As you grab Jeffrey, you feel him twitch in your arms.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
What?
I drop him, I reveal like the...
He comes out in a panic state. He's trying to get himself out. All of a sudden, his nails start to grow uncontrollably as he tears open. He's there, yellow eyes. Good lord. Sir Miles, what happened?
Jeffrey, what the fuck is... How do you wake up?
This is great. He's not dead. He's powerful.
Athena heard the commotion and came running in. What the hell is going...
It's okay.
Jeffrey?
It's not the worst. Shh.
Shut up, Frank!
Why am I...
Just give him the blood.
What's wrong with me?
You're a beautiful man.
Is
man.
he pale?
Yeah.
Of course he is. He's a vampire. He's been embraced.
Jeffrey, you've been turned.
He mutters something that you don't understand as he looks at his hands, which are clearly like retracting claws. It sounds weird. The language sounds weird to you, and he looks up to you and he's talking to you, and once again it's this weird language, and then he goes like
he needs blood. He needs blood.
Turns to Athena and is like, "You promised I wouldn't."
Me? I'm sorry.
We cut scene to Mumbles and Tatyana arriving at the hospital.
You're gonna break the little girl, bro.
What are you doing this to me? What have I done?
It's
Well,
okay.
he's not dead.
It's okay,
He's not
man.
dead. Now you have a
Fucking
retainer.
good, motherfucker.
You know what? I smell this coming from a mile away.
No, it's
No,
No,
you
you
didn't.
Yes.
So
No.
much.
I
It's okay.
When you killed him, I thought there's no way that Dawn was going to take away one of my resources or whatever without disclosing it to me first or talking to me about it.
That's
So he's
You do
not
it
dead.
with Mars,
There's
by
a
the way.
twist.
Here is the twist.
You've been twisted.
Did you do it with Ethan, Don, or just?
Nope.
Big?
That's incorrect.
So I don't know how you smelled it from miles away, but anyways, back to the scene. Mumbles and
didn't.
Tatyana and the car arrive at the hospital.
Yeah.
How do you want to approach this?
Yeah, so she does arrive at the ER, right? And she doesn't have any fancy powers. But she's just very purposely striding in, and she's just very calmly saying, I've got 2 burn victims, 2nd degree, they're in a lot of pain. Please help.
Right. You see her
Loudly.
lean into the intercom, the lady behind the plastic, and she calls out for clearly nurses to come in with stretchers. And within a minute or so, you see 4 individuals, 2 at each bed, rolling out and asking you for directions as to where these individuals are.
I mean, I assumed that they would have gone there together. Like she would have gotten them out of the car.
Okay.
And pulled them
So they lie
car.
them down, they start checking them. One of the doctors asking you, like, how long ago was this? Like, who done the dressing?
Yeah, so she'll give as many details as she can. Like she'll have to bend the truth a little bit, not make a lie. But she said one of my friends is a doctor and he done the additional dressing, but he told us they need to get to a hospital, so
No,
that's why I'm here.
He was right. As they rush, it's like, I'm sorry, you can't pass through this part. We have to pass them in for examination and so forth. So we'll give you the ward number later if you stick around. So
Yes, and can I leave my number somewhere?
yeah, leave it at the reception.
Yeah, but yeah.
And they rush in, close, the doors close. Is Tatyana with you?
Tatyana's with her, yeah, unless she didn't want to go out of the car.
Approaches and looks.
Oh yeah, because she's covered in blood, isn't she?
And
No,
she's like,
I've texted Dawn that I actually get rid of my cover, I washed my face and changed my clothes, so I'm not that mad.
At Athena's apartment, yeah, makes sense.
Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't read that part. My bad.
So I'm looked fine.
Okay. So security approaches you, nonetheless, and he's like, "Do you know their IDs?" Like, he's trying to help you fill in the forms, basically.
Yeah, so she'll basically say like they're just like they are the partners of my friend, like Athena Vela, like these are her. She's like their emergency contact. Like I'm not their emergency contact. Like she was just not.
Miss.
Yeah,
That's very important, miss. All right.
Next of kin details and all that.
All right, you're okay. Like, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're fine.
Yeah.
I kept telling her you should switch to electric, but then again with these power cuts happening, it's like you're either being bit by the cat or the dog. Am I right?
Always, yes, very true. And he kind of walks away as you fill in the last bit of the details, hand them over to the secretary, and you do.
So should we just go back then, or you want to stay there?
Yeah. So I think she because even like late at the night, the ER is still busy, and she wants to have a conversation with Tatyana. But first, she's gonna call Athena to let her know that they've been taken in. Like she's left Athena's details with them. Like as soon as they have any news, they will let her know. And then when they're outside and Mumbles makes sure that there's nobody there, she's just gonna sit on the hood of the car and kind of like at the space next to her for Tatyana to sit next to her.
Security comes
May I
out
make?
and he says, like, listen, you can't park here.
Oh, sorry. And she'll get in the car, drive a bit away, and once they're in an okay spot.
I was gonna say you'd get clamped if you stayed there too long. It happened to my dad.
Okay.
Mind you, he drove himself with a heart attack.
Yeah, that thing can actually happen. Wow. Yeah. You never lay down with a heart attack. You stay on the chair.
Yeah. Right. So once they're at a good spot to park, or at least where she's not in the way. I just want to ask before I start this conversation, Dawn, like the thing you sent me, is that like what I know as Ginger, or is it
as
what
Ginger,
Mumbles knows?
No, as Ginger.
Oh, okay, then never mind. So
Mumbles has a sense about it, but not.
Yeah.
She's not confirmed.
So she's gonna just lead with the question. How are you feeling?
Actually, I don't feel nothing now. I just an anger down inside me. And I really want to destroy everything that caused everything that happened to us, to you.
Yeah, well then we wouldn't have a world to live in now, would we? If I would kill
This,
everything that makes me angry.
you know that he used to be so different. I don't know what happened to him. Why is he's acting like more like Malkavian, more like animal rather than my father.
Excuse me.
You're not in this scene.
Alma.
You're not in this
I
scene.
know, I know. Don't worry.
Mind your business.
We talked about this.
Respect
Come on.
the scene, Freck.
Sorry.
I don't feel like he's still here. He's still there. You know what I'm talking about?
How long? You've seen him not for a long time. Clearly something happened, and I can definitely understand that when people change and it's not in a way you like, it causes...
Yes, but he's not human, that's the scene. 2 years. As I ran away from Crimea, I thought he was dead, and I didn't see him since then.
How did the fight go? Did he hurt you badly?
Extremely badly. I was so close to true dust, to be honest, but
And
I
that's
can
when you...
take care of myself, you know.
She kind of sighs and says, is that when you frenzied? Because you said you don't remember anything, right?
Something like that.
So just like out of character to see if I need to make a roll, like is she trying to like obscure the truth or lie to me? Or to Mumbles?
Well, you can try to roll, I guess.
But like if she's telling the truth, then there's no point, right?
I'm trying to, let's say, not to say all the truth.
Yeah, okay. So Mumbles will try and roll and see if she can.
Okay.
See.
So it's a
Same
contesting
roll.
roll. So in the case of Tatyana, you need to roll. Let's see what makes sense. I know definitely manipulation. I wouldn't say subterfuge, no?
I mean, subterfuge is literally lying, so,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
obscuring the truth.
Yeah, let's go subterfuge and manipulation. Mumbles will be using her insight and wit or intelligence.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna do a rouse check for the blood surge.
So it's just... Okay.
I'm just gonna set it to 0 for now so that we can compare after. 3 successes.
So she had a 1, so you can tell that Tatyana's not being forthright with all the truth. But you know Tatyana well enough that she's not lying, she's just withholding information.
Yeah. Look,
Exactly like this.
I promised I'd take care of you. Didn't I? You don't need to be embarrassed or ashamed. Let me help you. Because if you don't let me help you, it's going to end bad for the both of us. I'm sure you're clever enough to know that.
Let's just say that if someone died, some of the humans, it doesn't really matter unless it's someone who belongs to you, Athena, Frank, or Ethan. Others doesn't matter.
I was kind of scared that you were gonna say that. You know, the more often this keeps happening, Tatyana, you're going to keep losing pieces of yourself.
be honest, now I feel myself pretty peaceful when I understand this, that there is us and there is the others. That's everything so clear to me.
But is it peace, though? Or is it just emptiness? Make up your
You know?
mind. And Mumbles kind of gives Tatyana like a sad smile, like she has some sort of inkling what she's talking about. If it's
I know
just
that.
us or them, if there's no more joy in the world, then what's the point? If all we do is fight and are angry, kill our enemies, that's hell. We can do better.
If we will finally kill all our enemies, then we can feel the joy of whatever we have. Life does. So I don't see the point.
It's never going to be enough, Tatyana. There will
I don't
always
think
be one more enemy. There will always be one more foe. And you think this is the last time. This is the last time I'm taking somebody's life. And it will just keep on happening until you decide it will not. Now, I'm not trying to be preachy here. I've seen kindred go down the same road you did. You know what happened to them? I don't know. I didn't hear what you said. If you said no or yes.
Tell me.
They get put down because they become a danger to everybody around them.
Mumbles, your phone starts to ring, and you see Miles' number pop up.
She she just lets it ring for a bit, and she just looks at Tatyana to see if she's got something to say.
I should say just one thing. I feel like I'm never gonna go down to the pure animal, as apparently you think I'm gonna do. I'm just do my best to protect myself and protect you and my new friends. I'll do anything for it.
I don't think you will. In fact, I hope you don't. But I am scared. And she will pick up the phone. What?
You hear?
Yes.
Mumbles, there's a commotion probably in the background. Return whenever you're able to, as soon as possible. Jeffrey woke up.
Oh.
Just get back.
Did he grow claws?
He grew something, yeah.
Yeah. Something. Motherfucker. And she ends the call.
I will end the session here.
So bad.
I could say claws. I mean, that was bad. I didn't say claws because someone else could hear that.
Could be a joke.
Could be a joke, yeah.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Until next session, good night.